Like, surely if I didn't take the time to write a script and we just like at the beginning of a stream or the end of a stream just like cracked into one of these videos and showed them as liars. But see, the problem with that is these guys are hypocrites, right? They would 100% strike those videos. Even though it's not against my positions. I was literally speechless. I did not speak that entire time because I was so confused why we were still in the game. I have never been this mad at a person in the entirety of my life.
With the game.
If you don't even know how to win the game, why are you playing? Tom has defended the use of slurs, calling like, multiple times. He's called people racial slurs like on live streams.
Guys. We gotta talk about DarkViperAU, bro. This tweet was from Christmas Eve. I think it would be a public service if I bait WillyMacShow into further lying and promoting a scam product. Guy can't deal with people publicly knowing how much of his videos are entirely fictional. But paradoxically, his attempts to cover for this just make it more transparent. Willy's first video on me was the worst performing one that he ever made at that time, and each will do worse. Again, just to be clear, Willy's video, I think on DarkViper, right? Not to just like throw current numbers out. What is DarkViper's viewership on these videos? If I go to DarkViper's YouTube channel, we've got 125K on his part 2 video. His part 3 video got 66K. What did his part 1 get? I'm pretty sure part 1 got 116K. So he's probably just over 400K for the actual series. I think that Willy's videos got like similar numbers. His new video is at 76K, so it's beating out the one that was posted the day after. And then his original video on DarkViper, did 220. It was the biggest video in this whole controversy. Out of like the 2 Willy videos and the 3 DarkViper videos, like Willy's video is like the most successful one. That's actually really funny. And Willy's a smaller channel too. Yeah, Willy is a smaller channel. Willy's first video on me was the worst performing one that he made at the time, and each one will do worse. I want to watch. Yeah, dude, that's a safe bet. Yeah, the sequel always. I mean, for the most part, the sequel literally does worse than the original video. I would expect most of them to come in under 200,000. But the problem isn't like, oh, his points are bad. It's that like, you're not really a big topic right now. If Willy wanted to do a lot of damage to you, he would wait till GTA 6 comes out. Like when the GTA 6 trailer drops and then people are clicking on your channel more, it would probably be more advantageous to target you. If I'm being honest, I don't really think this is your big moment right now. I think that like nobody really cares about you outside of like your own community. So yeah, I don't know. People aren't really interested in the DarkViper topic. Like when I was just today, right? I had to post I had one of my segmented videos where I like have a bunch of different topics that wouldn't have made one actual video on my channel. And I was like, I don't think it would make sense to put DarkViper in the thumbnail. I just don't think people will click on it. And I know like half the video is DarkViper. It's actually, I think, a bigger segment than the Ethan one. And I led off with the Ethan one on purpose. But like, I went with Ethan Klein because I just didn't think DarkViper was like a pulling SEO thing. Like I didn't think that like DarkViper made sense to pull up here. So I just went with Ethan instead. for the segment. Why is DarkViper's banner a bunch of Doomer Medias? Oh, dude, that's where he got the icon from. That's crazy. No, I'm kidding. So yeah, DarkViper and WillyMacShow are the big current drama of the week. I was gonna watch this the other night, but it was like a 7-hour stream. I didn't feel like going into the trenches here, but we are gonna watch it now. So I just think this is absolutely hilarious. Like I can't believe that he's like, I'm going to bait Willy into making more videos on me after he announced a 7-video series. Chat, do you know there's a 7-video series coming? Part 1 through 3 are already out. One of these videos was 4 hours long, okay? And he's still got more coming. One of them is like a Why Willy Lies About Hassan video.
Who is Bunty King?
Nicholas DeOrio?
It's unfucking real. We're past 14 pages. We're on 14 videos now. He's definitely got more in the tube. If you pull out the transcript, it exceeds 14 pages in one video. So this is WillyMacShow's video on DarkViper. We're gonna be checking it out. Let's throw on some COD while we watch this. I also have I'll explain it later. I guess I get brought up in this video. I guess I edited and put up a response inside my last VOD because I didn't think it was like, I wanted to respond to the other video that he made as well. And it's in the VOD. I didn't think my explanation was super good at like that late at night. So I went back, did research, and I added more to it. And it turned into like a mini segment. So I'll just end up playing it here too. And kind of expanding on it if necessary. Because most people, to be honest, haven't seen it.
Other work that he wants.
Unless you just happened to catch the video today and realized it was there.
We've been having to wrangle some lolcows, first with Hassan's response, and now it's DarkViper's turn. Back in April, I made a video giving my opinion on reaction content.
And I feel like in the beginning, Willy wasn't sold on him being a lolcow, right? Oh no, that was his title. It was definitely, reactivates to lolcow.
Viper striking Shud's critical.
When did he concede that? Because I remember we argued privately about it.
Reaction of him, and his crippling victim complex whenever someone mildly disagrees or inconveniences him.
Why must my life suffer? Why must I suffer so with no one caring for so long?
Dude, I love all the videos of this guy acting like a pathetic little wretch. Like, it's actually so fucking funny, dude.
Who is Bunty King?
I live for like the clips like the Among Us one where he's screaming, "If you don't know how to play the fucking game, why are you even playing?" Like, oh god, dude, that would, I don't have any friends. I've been just too afraid to make them, or whatever the fuck the other one was. Like, oh my god, dude. Why are you even still in the game?
Viper has since released 2 videos, over 5 hours of content, repeating the same points that I've already covered, calling me a liar when I slightly misspeak. Viper said Ethan memeing him saying 14 pages has traumatized him.
It's 14!
It's 14 pages!
Pages!
Because one of my favorite people on the internet, DarkViper, 14 pages!
I don't think Ethan is a very good person, and his—
Oh, dude, yeah, that's another one. I'm just an old dog who's been kicked one too many times. Yeah, that one's such a good one, too. This guy's got so many good sound bites, bro. I think for the entire month of February, I should change all my donation sounds to him saying horrible, cringy shit.
using a soundbite of one of the most traumatic—
Dude, you imagine how much we'd bring in the slow months if I just use his fucking voice as the donation sounds.
angry moments of my entire life for many, many years on his stream, perhaps 100 times, is a bit more than excessive and very sick.
I was—
For a time being, my only friends were my moderators.
this traumatic for you. You're angry over nothing.
That is not at all what I said. You can note here that Willy's claim is that H3H3 spamming this clip for years was traumatic for me. But then he showed a clip where I
A person? Who is Bunty King?
H3 spamming this clip for years was traumatic for me. But then he showed a clip where I specifically didn't say that. I called my interactions with Charlie years ago traumatic.
I said Ethan traumatized him when it was actually Charlie who—
I don't respect you.
Dude, like, this point is so ridiculous. Oh no, I've been made fun of in a YouTube video where they said that Ethan Klein playing a clip has traumatized me, when in reality, it was Charlie who traumatized me, which is significantly less homosexual, by the way.
did. My bad. He says he would sue me if he thought he wouldn't get bad press.
I'm sorry, bro. That's like Trauma Darwin Awards, bro. There's no way Charlie should be traumatizing you. Oh, because you remember the clip, right? It was the one where he's like, Charlie has taken something from me that I can never get back. Where it sounded like he was describing like a fucking sexual assault, but it was his credibility.
I could sue these guys for defamation.
No, actually, it was Charlie. See, WillyMacShow is a liar.
Could spend all the money.
Why did you switch to PS5? I switched to PS5 because they basically announced that no new exclusives were coming, and my PC can play all of these, like, everything day one, and I have Game Pass, so it just doesn't make sense to continue feeding the Xbox ecosystem if they don't want to compete, in my opinion. I love the Xbox controller. I've been playing Xbox for like not 20 years, more than 20 years if you count Xbox 360. Right, 2007. Oh no, maybe not. Definitely not. Yeah, no, I've been playing Xbox for like ever. So yeah, I mean it's sad, but realistically, I mean it was time. I got a PS5 Pro and I'm just playing that instead.
To no way make back the money that I would spend so much of my time that I normally spend on making content and get a ruling that would certainly be in my favor, because
like, and people are like, oh, PS5 has no games either, Nick. Yeah, they're gonna put them all on PC too. It's like, well, I know that in the first 5 months of the year, Indiana Jones is gonna come to my PlayStation. That's definitely going to happen. All right. When can I play Spider-Man 2? I don't know. When is Spider-Man 2 coming? Do you know when Spider-Man 2 is coming out?
Did I not ask you nicely?
No fucking idea.
I don't respect you.
They intentionally take forever to move their games over, which gives me utility for having it.
They lied. Like, so many times did they obviously lie. But I'm gonna look bad the entire time.
I followed him on Blue Sky after seeing this, and he frames me as a stalker.
Dude, following someone on Blue Sky is stalking now. It's like unreal.
It's not that he follows friends, family, content, and he enjoys.
Astrobot, yeah.
He's like, oh, I can stalk that DarkViperAU guy, that guy who blocked me. This is insane behavior. This is psychotic. This is not normal.
I followed your branded social media and you're acting like I showed up to your house. He probably thinks I'm assaulting him just for watching.
And again, DarkViper is literally the type of person who consistently, back when you couldn't see blocked accounts and tweets and stuff like that, would be the one to like block you to manage the engagement. And then when it was like useful for him, he would unblock you and then engage with you again, but you wouldn't see the message because he'd reblock you by the time you talk to him. Like, he plays this really gay, cringe cat and mouse bullshit where you literally had to have an alt account to just even engage with the stuff that he's doing. Like, that was just something he would do all the time. He would block you and then you'd block him back, and he's the type of guy to literally post it and be like, see, this commentary fucking loser is blocking me right now. He claims to be, it's whatever.
His video. This video is about friendships.
There was this one question he asked where
Who is
he
Bunty King to you? A person?
asked about like
is
who
Bunty
I
King?
talk about.
Nicholas DeOrio?
He asked who I talk to about this, who
Yes,
I bounce
I love
ideas
this clip,
off.
bro.
And I said to him, like, I don't talk to anyone.
Dude, all of the DarkViper defenses in this video are just like, listen, mate, he's calling me out for this reason, and I'm actually slightly less pathetic, but still very pathetic. Those are all of his defense points.
Really. And then I'm a bit of a loner. I just assume that everyone will eventually like work against my interests unless there's an explicit reason for them not to. Just never really had anyone in my life that I can trust a lot.
Like, what is the pullback on this one?
The closest thing I have now is my mods. Like, if I'm gonna talk to anyone about anything, it is my mods.
How can you have no one you trust? If there's literally nobody that you trust, there probably is something wrong with you rather than everyone else. You might be kind of a schizo person. I mean, this is just very sad to listen to.
It's why it's important to treat your friends well by getting them a fume.
Oh my god, fuck you and your sponsors, Willy. This was a whole point in contention. I didn't even read this message today, but this guy was like so fucking mad at me about Fume. Can I pull this up? Where's my Discord? Look at this shit, dude. You're gonna love this. You're gonna love this one, dude. Check this out. This is like a post that somebody had sent to me today. And you're probably thinking, Nick, why are you highlighting this? This is not that big of a deal. And like the only thing I've read in this whole thing is where he goes, Nick, what about this is a Spurg post? And if you look at this guy's account, it's like for the last 6 days, all his tweets are just this. Just huge wall posts at me. That's the guy who gets mad every time we fight with Nerd City. I just assume that he's going to be kind of a goner for another month.
Today, thank you, Fume, for sponsoring
It's
this
14 pages! Yeah, literally.
Whisper in my ear that you want some more, and I jizz in my...
Thank you, Willy. I personally hate these transitions, but they are old YouTube, so I will allow them.
DarkViper is passionate about React content. He's made the same video now 9 times. He's mad that I partially cited his essay because that was just a draft script.
He seems blissfully unaware that I finished that draft and made it into a video. He has not seen all these videos.
I've watched all of his videos on this subject. His arguments largely remain the same. Not to mention this document was his magnum opus at the time.
You've only read, wait, you think you've read the 14 pages? You've only read the 14 draft pages. My final version differs ever so slightly. You haven't done any research, WillyMacShow. It's like, this is so fucking gay.
It's literally where the 14 pages meme comes from.
14 pages! 14 pages, 14 pages, painstaking detail.
He points to his other work that he wants
It's
me to
like
watch.
fucking Josh Peck from Drake and Josh, dude.
Acting like it had all this tangible data.
First video is, why am I here? What am I trying to prove? The second is the main
This is
bulk
like
of
the
my work,
worst COD
arguing for the
gameplay
foundations in
ever.
which I build my arguments, making
Holy
those arguments.
shit.
I use a lot of data, I use some animations, and so this ended up being like my main thesis, if you will.
It's just not true. It's the same thing where he claims that people reacting to your videos are exploiting you.
Reactors are playing a game with our online creator ecosystem where everyone loses except the reactors themselves. The premise of this video is that React content is a system of exploitation that siphons an incalculable amount of money and exposure away from the hard-working into the pockets of the incredibly lazy.
Most content on this website is lazy. Viper struck Chud because Chud reacted to a 9-minute video clip.
By the way,
Guys, remember to drink water.
can we point this out? Because there are people who consistently say that there's no evidence at all that he's striking critical reviews. He only struck Chud Logic. Can we see what video was struck, just to be clear?
This website is lazy. Viper struck Chud because Chud reacted to a 9-minute video.
Oh. That's a very specific video. To strike, then hire a lawyer, then spend thousands of dollars to ensure is removed from YouTube. What exactly was this video? I'm just, like, that's a weird video to specifically start a war over. Am I jealous of Jack's films? Am I jealous of Jack's films? This is a 9-minute video. If you watch the whole thing, he will try to take you to court over it because, yeah, of course. But again, this is the video. Let's jump to... this is a highly watched part. Let's try this.
Money in the sense that it's money scalped from actual creators. Yeah, there was never a reality where I was going to be perceived positively by a wide amount of people. By attacking beloved creators, and by that I mean exploited people. So I don't think anything less of...
I mean, it sounds like they were able to do it just fine.
Jack for people liking him more than me, or...
Oh my god, dude. Wait, I love this video. So this is the video that got Chud struck.
People. So I don't think anything less of Jack for people liking him more than me, or and I respect what he does, and yeah, hopefully some positive outcomes happen, you know. Do I have ill feelings against Charlie because of that? Yes. If you go back and watch my response to Charlie's original video, you can see how angry I was. That wasn't a...
Yeah, I can see that every single time I watch you. You're a very angry person.
Joke. That wasn't feigned. I was angrier then than I've ever been in the...
Is this the one where he does like where it sounds like he's talking about getting fucking... Hold on. Because I can't watch too much of it or he'll cry. Something... maybe never get back? Yeah, this is it. Watch this. This is the same video. This is the video I joke about all the time. It's the video that got Chud struck.
Just always be angry about it. I've talked about it at length other times, but something was stolen from me that I can never get back. Because one idiot who has a reading comprehension of a fucking toddler feels it necessary for him to make a video about every fucking thing he sees on Twitter. I sometimes sit and contemplate and think about that whole
He's acting like Charlie fucking raped him. And you're telling me there's no evidence that this video was struck down because it was something that he didn't want people to see? Like, yeah, I'm sorry. Nobody watches this video because they're afraid of this fucking loser from Australia fucking abusing the copyright system to shut them down. But it's absolutely an ego pull. I'm sorry. This guy's acting like Charlie raped him because he said his fucking article about React content was stupid.
And I just really, how fucking dumb the entire thing was. It is just now a part of a part of my life forever, and it just makes me more mad.
And and like his defense to this argument, when you make fun of him for this, is like, me and Charlie are good now. And it's like, yeah, but this outburst is still completely hilarious. This is still a very funny thing that happened to you. It's not null and void now because all of a sudden you've decided to forgive him for taking something you can never get back. Your innocence for literally debate raping you. Dude, Charlie opened up the video and he was just like...
Video clipped from Viper's live stream. Chud's reaction was a 35-minute video clip from his live stream. Both of you produced equally lazy content. He tries to show that React content is harmful by pulling up a creator named Josh's total view graph, and he applies the dips to Asmin reacting to him.
The first 4 reactions seem to have done nothing at all, often preceding dips in viewership. In fact, the period where Josh's channel saw the greatest growth compared to the prior month was in May, and it had no reactions until the end of the month. These late reactions actually occurred prior to a downturn in the channel, and these in the middle did nothing to change its course. This therefore makes it hard to attribute Josh's July success to the reactions, considering that they occur just as much on bad days as they do good.
All you can really interpret is that Asmon's reactions don't lead to a boost in viewership. But then he immediately states that this means Josh is losing views because of Asmon, when there is so many potential variables in this graph he ignored.
While it is hard to know for certain, comparing the day before and the day of a reaction, I'd estimate each reaction gained Josh less than 500 subscribers each. Especially while remembering that Josh is losing views and impressions to Asmongold's business model during this process, you can see that this is not very much.
Now, other creators have made similar assumptions when they post a video that underperformed. The Ackman and Internet Anarchist are both creators
The only
that
thing that
I
I think that Willy did wrong here is I think he's focusing too much on the React argument. I like, dude, you have so much stuff to work with on DarkViper. I would rather just start arguing his points. And we have to get through the React segment to get to more of that. But, I mean, I know it's in here. I don't really care about the React argument from him. The reality of the React argument is dead. I can't even criticize Hassan Piker getting out of his chair without some fucking douchebag going, 14 pages! Because this guy has literally destroyed the argument. It is not taken seriously by any person online. As somebody who agrees with a portion of DarkViper's position on React content, it is completely a waste of time to argue because this control opposition dipshit has just made everybody look dumber around him for too long.
Content negatively affecting their videos. But as we all know, correlation doesn't necessarily mean causation, and that's my problem with this whole dialogue. It's all based on vibes and people's personal opinions, so I wanted to change that. Since my last DarkViper video, I linked up with a data analyst named Glisset. We then had the Ackman and Internet Anarchist send us videos that both were and weren't reacted to. Glisset then divided the views per day by the maximum views per day to normalize each data set, and modeled each day as a normal distribution. The final result for Internet Anarchist is this.
See the black line there? That's the sort of the average view.
I see a lot of people criticizing Willy, being like, this isn't a proper study, this has not been peer reviewed, or the sample size is too small. It's like a more legitimate criticism. And it's like, yeah, I think this serves for like his point and what he's looking to do here. I understand like why people don't think it's like bulletproof, but again, this is more data points than I've gotten out of DarkViper. DarkViper's whole thing is, dude, trust me, bro, this is my opinion. And other creators hate it. But like, I see what Willy's trying to do here. I just think it's kind of futile.
Count of a reacted video. It's dimensionless view count, which effectively means that I've divided it by the maximum view count.
Isn't Glisset the guy from Reddit? I could have sworn Glisset is the guy that tried to expose... I think he successfully exposed John Swan for promoting like a scam one time, right? I could have sworn he's like a terminal Redditor.
Which basically just makes each video more comparable to each other. Otherwise you'd have all different lines going all about the place.
These shaded areas are the standard deviations. If the line is in the dark gray area, that is one standard deviation. The light gray is two. The line being within either means there isn't a statistical enough difference in views to say that React content is affecting the work. But if it leaves the shaded areas, that means it's statistically significant. A trend is being formed.
For Internet Anarchist, there's, I think, most significantly, or I suppose uniquely about Internet Anarchist sort of situation is that there are regions where that pink line leaves the shaded area. I call that very loosely statistically significant.
Fairly illegal.
You are taking that guy's 500 hours of labor in order to take all these impressions, and therefore viewers.
Did you ever collab with Willy? It's never really worked out. We've done like podcast episodes, but...
From every other content creator. If you were to disappear, everyone would be better off. However,
holy shit, dude. This guy is fucking crazy.
Regional content creators have just as much right to be in this space as anyone else. Reactors don't. I'm pretty sure that's cropped off.
The creator saw my reaction to it and was really disappointed. They didn't appreciate it, and I totally understood where they're coming from because I didn't really add anything to it. I didn't really react to it, so to them it felt like I was just re-uploading their content on my stream.
Because that's what you're doing. Even when you pause and speak, the amount of effort you're putting in is a tiny...
Who cares about effort? What does effort mean? Like, what does effort matter? As long as it's constructive criticism, I think it should exist, 100%.
Tiny fraction of what the original content creator put in place. Person spends 500 hours making YouTube video, you spend 15 minutes watching it, and you believe...
I'm sorry, maybe you should make commentary streams then if it's so easy.
You deserve to profit off that $500 worth of labor?
Yes. Absolutely. Unequivocally, as long as I'm providing adequate input and talking about it and exploring it with anything that, like, I don't think that you should be able to be XQC and watch a video about like the JFK assassination. I don't think XQC has much to deliver on that. But for a topic that I'm knowledgeable on, that I can contribute discussion to and talk about other things that might have happened to me, or things that I know about the situation, or use my knowledge to help benefit that video to my audience, at least benefit the consumption of that video, I absolutely do think I deserve to profit from that. Absolutely, unequivocal, yeah. 100%, yeah.
As a multi-millionaire, you don't believe you owe that guy one single fucking dollar? On what basis? Without his labor, you'd have to turn off your stream because you'd have nothing else to watch. You'd have less uploads on your channel. Those people who aren't on your stream would go to other content creators. The people who can no longer watch your React content would watch other content creators, wherever they would be found. You are taking that guy's 500 hours of labor.
I could do like a 45-minute monologue about DarkViper without pulling up a single clip. It just would be more useful to have those things. But I mean, everyone knows that from this channel. Half my segments are just me ranting.
In order to take all these impressions, and therefore viewers, from every other content creator. If you were to disappear...
The fun hypothetical that I always wanted to know, is it like really fair use to just read tweets? I always wondered this, but I never wanted to say it when we were friends with Bo Blacks. Because A, it's not a huge position for me, and B, I wouldn't really know where it would go, but I wasn't trying to actively sabotage him. But do you think it's like totally... I tried Googling this one time and I didn't really get too far. Do you think it's totally fair use to just regurgitate tweets and read them out? I mean, now it might be more interesting because his channel's dead, but...
Yeah. Everyone would be better off. And that is the case actually for any content creator.
Because it's always weird. Bo Blacks never got hit with the reused content stuff. There was a little scare for a while where Redditors were trying to fight back against the Reddit channels, and the same justifications that they were using would be usable by like the... It just sounds like it's an untested thing.
There'd be less competition in the marketplace. If all content creators disappeared except me...
I think it's fair use to read people's public statements. Again, I would assume that would be the case too, but I've read something about it. I forgot exactly what. This is like a thing I read 4 years ago, so I don't remember it. But it was genuinely like confusing as to whether that would be something that's allowed.
You can better believe my viewership would go up. However, all original content creators have just as much right to be in this space as anyone else. Reactors don't.
I'm pretty sure you do have to like transform it or engage with it.
All reactors do is sit and steal from the original content creators. They siphon exposure via impressions to themselves, keep people on.
There's channels that read full books. Well, yeah, those channels should be like, if they got struck, that would be justified. Like it would be justified to
a person
just ban a channel, not ban a channel, but like to strike a channel that just reads your full book. That's a justified strike.
On their channels instead of other people's, and they flick a few every once in a while to someone else. So that...
No, I like those audio. I mean, I like them too, but if you're just reading Harry Potter, I think you can get, like, I think if they pick that up and they find it, they're like within their right to strike you for it, just for creating an audiobook with no commentary. Unless I'm completely wrong on that. I'm pretty sure that would be a justifiable strike.
Also, it's deceptively edited.
No, it wasn't. That's the same thing. I'm arguing with Autismo. I ask again, what context...
Yes!
A person?
Viper is constantly calling me a liar. His examples are pointing out when I misspeak.
14 pages!
14 pages! He's using a soundbite of one of the most traumatic, angry moments of my entire life. It's 14 pages! So here you can see an example where Willy will just play something and then directly lie about what was just said. While he is taking these clips out of context.
Dude, you gotta see a version of this that he did to me. If you haven't watched my video from today, this guy literally gets me on using the incorrect screenshot and then just completely pretends I made the whole thing up when I didn't. And it's gonna be really funny.
So I'm explaining why they exist or what the point of them was. Even in that clip, I said, one of the most traumatic moments of my life. He's using a soundbite of one of the most traumatic, angry moments of my entire life. He says, most traumatic moment of his life, which is not what I said.
He's arguing with the text on the screen. He says I'm lying because Ethan didn't traumatize him. Charlie did.
That is not at all what I said.
And the problem is that you're just a gigantic man baby.
You can note here that Willy's claim is that H3H3 spamming this clip for years was traumatic for me. But then he showed a clip where I specifically didn't say that. I called my interactions with Charlie years ago traumatic, and they were.
Don't admit that, bro.
That's pathetic. Yeah, that's something to be made fun of for. Full send, absolutely, 100%. That is so fucking cringe.
Point is that,
and we played the clip. You sound like you're literally comparing your situation to being like raped.
this shouldn't traumatize you. I point out his history of spurging out over nothing, and he brings up dates like, yeah, Matt, the dates are why people are calling you cringe.
One of the hallmarks of Willy's video, and that showcases him as a grifter, is he uses out of context clips that have no relevance to anything all throughout the video, spamming them, as I say. It doesn't matter how old the clip is, Willy knows that if he doesn't say what date it is, people will just assume it happened very recently. This clip, for example, is 4 years old, but he is even more dishonest than that. He uses clips far older, 6, 7 years old in this video.
The point is to show that throughout your career, you turn small disagreements and inconveniences into massive crash out moments for yourself.
Yeah, every time it's like one of these situations comes up, it's like, guys, this is debunked because we've resolved it. And yeah, there was probably never any beef anyway, right? When it's like clearly documented that that was the case.
You have a pattern of behavior. Ethan plays a meme soundbite on his podcast, and he's a sick individual.
14 pages! As someone who has been incessantly harassed by him for years in front of thousands, he is one of those true—
Dude, I just hope all gaming YouTubers aren't like this, dude. This is like the stereotypical worst case scenario terminal gaming YouTuber.
Deserving of being driven off the internet. I don't know how sick of an individual you have to be to do something like this. Like, if he was using it in some wholesome way or shouting me out in some positive way, fine, but he's just using it to mock me.
Good. Rydog trolls a speedrunning forum, and Matt is suffering.
Why must my life suffer? Why must I suffer
I've never
so
seen
with
this
no
one.
one caring for so long? This man has gone out of his way to insult me at every turn to make my life worse. I have not felt depression like I have experienced because of Rydog since I—
Wait, is this about the fucking... Dude, wait, is this the clip about the fucking guy who beat him in the speedrunning thing?
was a teenager. The thought of living in this world where a single man can cause me so much suffering and people—
Oh no, I haven't seen
defend
this!
his right to do it. I just don't want to live in this world anymore.
What did he do? He lied to the moderators and he removed his own speedruns, shut down a category, and doesn't turn on his FPS limit. What a bad guy. Matt's like, but this guy pulled a coup. It was a reasonable response.
This clip is so old, it's entirely possible that someone lied to Willy and Willy just repeated that lie because he just doesn't care what's true. Maybe he himself isn't—
Dude, again, with the way that he treats me, it's so funny to hear him say stuff like this. I can clip like 100 clips of this guy literally doing the shit that he's done specifically to me and then gaslighting everybody into trying to believe that people do it to him. It's just not true.
lying. He might just be ignorant in this specific case. The person he's speaking about is Rydog, who was so disruptive as a non-speedrunner of GTA 5 at the time that we made an entire Discord specifically so we could have moderation tools to deal with him. He was literally the first person ever banned in that Discord, and he has stayed banned for 7 years.
It just makes you and all your friends sound like fucking losers. Like, is this supposed to make you sound good?
The man quite literally pulled a coup and got every moderator removed from the speedrun.com leaderboards. Do you know
Because it sounds like those people were like abusing their power, yeah.
how many coups there have been in the history of speedrunning? Probably not many.
Bro, that's hilarious. He can't even admit one time that he's overreacting. A speedrunner named Friendly Baron slates Matt over the rules, and Matt is losing sleep over it. He made a 3-part video series because a speedrunner named Friendly Baron shit-talked how he ran the forum.
Frankly, I'm afraid I'll come off as petty at this point, but I literally can't fucking sleep. I need more closure.
I'm DarkViper. I'm 5 seconds behind after 4 minutes. I'm gonna reset.
Where the fuck's the chopper?
Dead, gonna reset like DarkViper.
This is keeping you up?
But I keep getting sent these clips, man. He keeps being an asshole.
I mean, you could just see this guy is like cripplingly fucking unself-aware, cripplingly fucking... dude, it's just a lot. It's just a lot. I've never seen someone who gets so emotional over such little garbage. Like, dude, I don't know how this guy functions as a content creator.
I don't like Baron.
I mean, it sounds like the kind of guy who would literally, I don't know, spend an entire year and pay lawyers money to get a video taken down because he's too stupid to fill out the form correctly. Because somebody made fun of him in a video where he kind of joked around, well, not joked around, where he was like deadly serious, acting like he was like sexually abused by Charlie because he didn't like his video, because he didn't like his document. I mean, this all literally sounds like somebody who's this fucking petty. Yeah, 100%. People are like, oh, there's no evidence. There's plenty of fucking evidence, dude.
He seems to be a terrible person.
Over this? He didn't do anything. I said a speedrunner beat Matt in a category, so he banned him from his Twitch chat and cries on Reddit about how his life is worse. I have known for quite some time that other people were doing runs off this category. People that could run from dawn till dusk. People that had no reason to be entertaining, had fewer obligations.
No reason to be entertaining, dude. I mean, this guy is so lucky that he found an audience of people that are, quote unquote, wink, wink, nudge, nudge, like him. Otherwise, I do not know what this guy would be doing for a living if it wasn't YouTube.
Or distraction. Sharing information with these people is almost entirely one-sided, or at least everything I developed for the run was public.
It's like he's got two options for like a life trajectory. He's either going to hack Apple or he's going to do this. There's no in between.
Knowledge. But the inverse was not true. The result was that anyone running alongside me was getting far more information. What sort of response did you expect from me? A hug? Your success does me no favors. On the contrary, it makes my life considerably worse, with the added fun that I will have to field questions about this.
Humanity, society is a give and take relationship, and I've experienced a massive take with no give. And people seem to be confused as to why I'm not a fan of this. When I say he has made my—
This guy is like a fucking nuclear level whiner, bro. I literally, everything he says is hilarious. I don't even mean to be sitting here being like, we're going to be covering this guy for the end, till the end of time, but we probably are. Like, unironically, I don't even think about this guy. And then he's like, guys, I'm dropping part 7 of my Glup Shido fucking Goy Slop Zog Chow series on fucking Who the Fuck Cares to respond to the commentary people who haven't talked about me in months. Like, I'm sorry. This guy is like he's every time his fucking period comes around every month, he has to remind everybody he still exists to make fun of. He is literally the perfect fucking cow.
My life works.
He literally rings the bell.
Yes, miserably so.
Bunty King to you? A person? Who is Bunty King?
I was the only person who could have benefited significantly from doing this first. But not only that, failing to do this will now impact the rest of my career.
Matt thinks the missing context that will vindicate him is that Unnamed hadn't—
Do you know how many times in the last 2 years I forgot this guy existed before he goes crazy on social media again and starts talking about us? Like, it's so obvious that we're, like, in his brain. We're the thing preventing him from falling asleep at night. And it's just awesome. Like, I literally have I have an apartment in Australia. Dude, Xanderhall should try this. Then he'd have a place to live. We could be living inside of the mind of DarkViper.
Speedrun a category before beating him.
Again, it's amazing. He said so few words, but every single word is wrong. He knows nothing about me, or my career, or the people involved. The single most crucial detail of that drama from 4 years ago, yes, this is again another 4-year-old drama, is that Unnamed wasn't a speedrunner, and it certainly had nothing to do with him or anyone else being better than me at speedrunning. I had not been competitive in speedrunning 4 years. By May 2021, when Unnamed beat No Damage in GTA 5 before me, I shit you not, I was not even in the top 10 for any main speedrunning category
Who cares if you
of
weren't in the top 10? And who cares if he's not a speedrunner? He speedran.
GTA 5. But again, even in this group of speedrunners that was better than me, Unnamed wasn't in that group because he wasn't a speedrunner. Like, when literally every detail given by Willy about a drama is incorrect.
Like, none of this matters for his central argument.
I really need to spend the time to explain what that drama was about.
He's like arguing that the category they were competing in wasn't technically a speedrun, therefore my argument is invalid. It's semantics. He says Unnamed forgave him, so it's fine.
When did we squash the beef? Or there wasn't really any beef. I mean,
there wasn't really any beef, bro. Plays the original clip.
And you've always been
good God.
Chill, and I've just
and you just know he's probably watching this. He's like, listen, see, he's doing it right now. He just called it a speed run. This guy's watching a guy explain it, and he doesn't even realize. It doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. Like, that is absolutely nothing to do with the actual criticism. You're just dodging.
I think after you completed one hit KO yourself, I just like DM'd you, yo, congrats, but can you unban me?
I think I said it multiple times.
I'm sorry,
very
guys.
Stoic dude.
DarkViper forgot to remind me. We have hit the goal. We need to set another goal. My bad.
Your only interest seemed to be that you didn't want to be banned.
This says more about Unnamed's character than yours. This guy can't even play a game of Among Us without making it about himself.
Yes! Yes, bro. I needed this clip injected into my fucking veins again, chat. Let's go.
Runs around the entire fucking map to come to O2. And I'm like, I had nothing to say. I was literally speechless. I did not speak that entire time because I was so confused why we were starting the game. I have never been this mad at a person in the entirety of my life.
Dude, why don't they invite me to play on Discord, bro? I don't understand.
I apologize. I'm still a little new at the game.
If you don't
even know how to win the game, why are you playing?
I do. I'm just sorry.
I do.
After yelling at him, Viper would then write, Scott will not be unbanned. It was not
Scott will not be unbanned.
simply that I was...
It is not that I was having a bad day.
Having a bad day? I was close to tears.
And dude, I think the reason for this, right? Forgive me if I'm wrong. I don't mean to be malicious when I say this, but it was because of his turbo AIDS diagnosis, correct?
At the beginning of the stream, I felt him.
Yeah, they thought he had Hashimoto terminal AIDS syndrome, and then he was like, oh god, I was thinking about it. I like how he opens with, I was not having a bad day. Well, it's not simply that I was having a bad day.
Impressively down, perhaps due to a lack of caffeine as I was kicking soft drink. I came to the one thing I love at the moment, Among Us. To have ruined by a guy who did.
This is like a fucking parody post on Reddit. Like, guys, I had nothing to do today, but I went to my comfort game Among Us, but don't let that distract you from the fact that in 1998, The Undertaker threw Mankind off of Hell in a Cell.
Just play badly. He literally didn't play. He'd then make a follow-up video saying that he has no friends.
A lot of my life, I've wanted to play board games. Board games always look so enjoyable, but I had no friends to play them with. And the friends that I did have made it even worse, that they would play board games and not invite me.
I wonder why.
It takes something like half an hour to fill the lobby. Like, you guys may think I'm super famous and popular and shit, but there's not.
Dude, why doesn't anybody want to play Among Us with this sped? I have no idea, chat. Like, can somebody tell me why this super famous rich guy can't find people to play a social game with? I can't, guys, I can't figure it out. Does anybody understand what might be preventing DarkViper from playing a social game with friends?
Heap of people who want to play with me. As a matter of fact, I once more asked a Discord full of other streamers if they wanted to play with me, and I got no responses again.
This guy literally just gives us all the information, dude. He just writes it down. He's like, guys, here's all the information you need to make fun of me. If you talk about it, I'll strike you.
I think it's maybe the third or fourth time I've tried. I've left that server now, because it just brought back all the memories of my fucking friends not inviting me to play games. It just brought up those feelings. I don't like those feelings. I have people I'm playing with who are experienced with the game.
I'm sorry, bro. Any sympathy I had for this guy is long gone. He's a complete monster, so I'm gonna just keep laughing.
That's what I requested, and so I kill a guy, and the game doesn't end. I'm sitting there like...
He's addressing the Among Us drama.
The game's not ending. The game is not ending. Why is the game not ending? I'm not a person who is lost for words very often, but my body from the person I killed was found, and they accused me of the kill, and I literally didn't speak. I was so just the weight of still being in the game was
the weight of still being in the game was on my shoulders right now.
Still washing over me. I was just having that bad of a day, and I'm like, is this it? Is this me?
Oh, dude. I don't want to even put this into the ether. Never mind.
One day doing something for myself, and this is the situation I find myself in.
Oh my god, I'm starting to feel bad for him. Is he slow? Serious question. Listen, it's going to come back around. You'll feel bad for a little while, but then you'll realize how malicious he is, and then you won't care anymore. Is he slow? Probably.
And so the game plays out for another 10 minutes, and me sitting there just going, I can't believe we're still in this game. And we end up losing. And I go off at this guy. I was just so fucking pissed that my one chance to save my day, to make myself feel good, is ruined by this guy who...
Why don't you just masturbate? You know, something a solo activity. It doesn't rely on other participants.
Joined a game that he clearly should not have been in because he mustn't be experienced at the game, which was the very thing that I requested. And so I timed him out. And then I realized, like, I don't want to see this person ever again. I don't want to remember this bad day. I want to move on with my life, smooth sailing, so I banned this person. They were in a lobby they should not have been in, explicitly, and made no mention of their inexperience of the game, clearly deserving of a ban.
This reminds me, do you remember the time that we were arguing in a game of Among Us, and then the girl who accused Syndicate of, like, sexual assault just burst into tears? And everyone just felt, like, really bad? Because, like, she was just a random person who totally should not have been in a game with us, because we're, like, super aggressive when we played, or whatever. But, like, she just exploded into tears, and everyone felt bad.
This day sucks.
Edwin just... Oh my god, dude. Edwin brought her in. Dude... No, guys.
It is the culmination of every negative thing in my life. And reinforces in me that I can't have a day to myself. I don't deserve shit. I will get back to editing. people.
He blames this on his Hashimoto's disease.
So something like a month prior, I had been diagnosed with Hashimoto's disease. My particular condition is called hypothyroidism.
This guy's got hyper turbo AIDS. Actually, sir, you've slandered me. You said that I have gay turbo AIDS, and I actually have Hashimoto's disease.
Tiredness, puffy face, hoarse voice, muscle aches, tenderness, and stiffness.
Nobody cares. He's like, Scott, forgive me so I can't.
Dude, this is like Boogie when he's reading through the list of his diagnoses.
Can't be goofed on anymore.
Scott, of course, forgave me immediately because it was really obvious that I wasn't doing well, and so he didn't take it personally. Even now,
who cares if he forgave you? It's funny. I'm sorry, the clip is not null and void because people have been very nice to you over the years and like not harped on these things. And who says if they're being very nice? I mean, your audience is like extremely sycophantic, more so than like you have the drama YouTuber's dream, bro. If you send your audience in a direction, those guys pounce. I wish I had a group of people as fucking hardcore as your audience. So every time people say like, well, DarkViper is he's very lucky right now because a lot of people have been very nice to him and very understanding and forgiving when he's like lashed out and attacked people. Who knows if it's just being nice or it's just like feeling the weight of like a turbo autistic community spamming your shit, calling you a piece of shit. Do you guys remember? Actually, wait, I have an actual example of this. I have a legitimate example of I think I could pull up right now. I actually think I remember I tweeted something out. It would be search my name and then Carl Jobst. Carl Jobst. Yeah, look at this, dude. So r/DarkViper was covering the story, all right, of the Carl Jobst situation, and they immediately just started digging up whether he was a fucking Nazi. Like, immediately. I'm not trying to justify or downplay Carl's feelings, but it probably has to do with him being best friends with White Goose, who's a white supremacist. Not the best, but this is what I could find. Although, I remember there's a video going over White Goose that I can't find. I don't remember if Goose still holds these beliefs, but probably one of the reasons. The thing that White Goose came out was like 5 years ago, and Matt would have been well aware of Carl's friendship with him. I remember Matt talking about it in a live stream, and he mentioned that Goose was supposedly pretty remorseful and no longer held these beliefs. What else we got here? Gang up on your 6-year friend when he's getting attacked by multiple channels is why he's getting shit from every Twitter user is not what a good friend would do. It's something he might regret later, but all of a sudden you're blocked by somebody and he ignores you, trying to at least know what happened to better yourself. That person isn't a friend. Like, they're just dogpiling and completely going after Carl for the crime of getting dropped by DarkViperAU and complaining about it after the guy who has cancer and is being sued by Billy Mitchell took a sponsorship that benefited Asmongold. By the way, shout out Starforge PCs, link in the description. You're going to buy a new computer, buy one from me. I already sold 5 this year. Thank you guys to people who bought them. Hell yeah, boys. At least 5 PCs sold.
Here, Nick. I'll help you maximize your money, all right?
I wanted to leave a comment. I was too afraid.
Normally I do a bunch of chats, but it's Christmas
thanks, Jack
and summer
Dittman.
holidays, and I have about 200 booked every night and only 2 other people to help me until approximately the 26th of Jan. Have it all at once.
Thank you so much, Jack. Happy holidays.
Bearable.
I wanted to leave a comment like this, but I was afraid. Even if a friend ghosted me like that, I'd still value the time we shared. Probably has to do with the whole controversy that made Tomato Namas stop speaking to Carl. In case you guys don't know, Carl has a whole weird past as a Nazi on the internet. And he got, dude, like, you know, like, it just, you see the fucking game of telephone, be like, Carl is friends with somebody who got exposed for being a white supremacist, to Carl's a fucking Nazi. And I guess he changed his views, though. He was friends with one guy who was a Nazi in the GoldenEye community, uber nonst to Carl. As soon as Carl figured it out, he cut ties immediately, so someone jumped in and defended him. But 38 upvotes on Carl's a fucking Nazi. Yeah. I mean, it's just like immediate, like, complete takedown. Yeah, he's got a really good community, dude. Guilt by association strikes again. You see how fast it moves from like knows a Nazi to is a fucking Nazi on like an upvoted post on the subreddit because they're mad at him because DarkViper had a fucking temper tantrum.
4 years later, Scott still comes round to the stream.
That says more about Scott's character than yours. I talk about how he stopped being friends with Carl Jobst because Carl took a sponsorship from Asmon's PC company. And since
what was his defense to this position? What Willy fails to mention is that this tweet has been deleted. Okay, but it's true. And he apologized for posting it and not like handling it privately or something. I don't remember. Maybe pull it up.
Harassment makes React content. Carl essentially took blood money. Carl says, yes, this is the reason. I find it to be unhealthy and not a good thing. Carl would delete this tweet and apologize for leaking the email.
Willy, of course, being dishonest, doesn't say that what he's showing on screen is a deleted tweet.
Wait. Oh, is that modern Willy or old Willy?
Is the reason. I find it to be unhealthy and not a good.
That's one thing I can't tell if it's old Willy or new Willy.
Carl would delete this tweet and apologize for leaking the email.
Willy, of course, being dishonest, doesn't say that what he's showing on screen is a deleted tweet. The Carl deleted for publicly apologizing for bringing out disagreement public.
But that doesn't change that it happened. The email is insane. Carl, I don't have people close to me by choice. Friendship requires trust, and I don't give that out unless out of necessity. I've spent most of my life being kicked by those I've given even a measure of trust to. Regardless of whether you personally felt it meaningful, you broke the small measure of trust I gave you. A currency more rare than anything on this earth. I am under no obligation to associate with you anymore. That's
I'm sorry, this is ridiculous, dude. I don't know what fucking hormones or something, or maybe not hormones, what neurons need to fire. I don't know what, like, combination of things need to happen during birth for you to be able to comprehend DarkViper's thought process. I don't know how many chromosomes need to be active at once for me to understand this.
Response to me pointing out how ridiculous this is to say Willy says friends. I only broke up with one friend due to React content.
Yeah, he literally did!
Relationships with friends over this.
It is a skill that Willy can say so few words, but say so many false things at the same time. For a start, I don't know if Willy thinks
I only dropped one friend over React content, therefore Willy is lied.
Carl is multiple people, but what do you mean by friends? Like, even when he wants to slam dunk own me, he can't help but lie.
I'm talking to a grammar Nazi, man. His defense boils down to Carl forgave him.
The predictable ended up happening. We went to PAX and we're like, hey, sorry about all that. We're good, right? And it's like, yeah, that's cool.
That says more about Carl than it does about you. You send an unhinged email and Carl apologizes. That's insane. You broke up with him for taking a sponsorship while he was getting sued. You can't have nice things when you're friends with Matt. It just seems like people keep having to forgive you. Does the context in these clips change anything? Does it make him look better or does it make him look more unhinged? He gets on me for calling his essay a manifesto.
It wasn't a manifesto. It didn't even contain all my arguments or ideas about reaction content. It's called How the React Grift Works. It was in no way, shape, or form focused on morality.
All of your videos and your essays.
What is it focusing on, bro? What? What are you talking about? It's all fucking... Wait, what?
Why React content is morally wrong. I don't know how anyone could come away with another conclusion. And he still has this eternal victim mindset, even...
Yeah, wait, I'm so fucking confused. What does he think it is?
Through our beef. I could send a clip of him saying he would sue me for defamation if he thought he wouldn't get pushback.
Have you considered defamation?
I'm sorry, this guy made his stupid essay, his entire personality, and he is just willing to just drive it right into the ground. I mean, you guys know eventually the dam is going to break. This guy is going to say something or do something wrong, and then the entire internet is going to berate him, blast him, and everybody's going to retroactively see this Willy video and the content that we've made and go, oh, wow, we really should have talked about this guy sooner. Oh, yeah, his stance on copyright was pretty fucking crazy. Oh, yeah. I mean, you just know this is one of those where it's not the correct time. It will be eventually. And then when that time comes, I mean, that's just what happens.
Laws exist for a reason. It might not be a good look, but the reason these channels keep doing it is because no one is willing to take them to court over it. I could sue these guys.
We're just living in the fucking phase 1 part, but eventually he's going to do something and it's going to drive the wrong people to go after him.
As for defamation, could spend all the money to...
Do you think he'll copyright strike the video? I highly doubt it. I don't think that even under his fucking draconian view of what copyright law should be, that he's trying to inflict upon the world, I don't think that Willy's video qualifies, nor my reaction to it. But I think that he absolutely wants people to think that, so they don't cover his videos. And to be honest, I don't really see a need. If a guy's threatening to strike people reacting, then I have no reason to watch his video. Put some pressure on me then. Maybe I'll have to watch it. Put me in the hot seat.
No way make back the money that I would spend so much of my time that I normally spend on making content and get a ruling that would certainly be in my favor, because they lied. Like, so many times did they obviously lie. But
the thing is, he doesn't realize that I can do an entire 45-minute segment just laughing at his tweets. Or do an entire 45-minute segment just laughing at somebody else cover a video. I could do an entire 45-minute segment just doing a monologue. There's so much stuff to talk about with DarkViper. I don't need to react to his videos to make fun of him. It's not even really a deterrent.
I'm going to look bad the entire time. It's going to inspire those not being sued to lie even more, to make money, and I'm not going to get anything out of it. I'm just going to look worse, even if I'm doing the right thing. Doesn't defamation require proof you suffer financial or mental harm as a result of the defamation? When I was talking to that lawyer, I did say that would be one of the harder things to do, because in abstract, obviously there's going to be both. But pointing to a line going down would be a lot harder.
So I followed him on my already existing Blue Sky account. Well, now I'm a stalker.
I woke up this morning and found out that he has joined Blue Sky, and you would expect that he would follow his friends, family, and...
Why would you expect that? Why would you expect a YouTuber would follow their friends and family?
You know, content that he enjoys. But no, that's not what Willy does, because Willy is a psychotic stalker. So the first thing he does is follows me. Again, it's not that he follows friends, family, content that he enjoys.
I followed other people first. It's right there.
He's like, oh, I can stalk that DarkViperAU guy, that guy who blocked me. This is insane behavior. This is psychotic. This is not normal.
This is not insane behavior. It is not psychotic at all, remotely.
I have been in this business now for 12
This is gaslighting. You are gaslighting.
years.
That's my psychologic word for the week.
I've been in the commentary community to some degree for all that time. I've had feuds with dozens of people, arguments back and forth with videos. I have never seen anyone as deranged as WillyMacShow is. That's just not with people I've interacted with. Other people watching their feuds as well. I've never seen anyone act as WillyMacShow has.
You've never seen someone follow you on social media? He acts like I followed his mom on Facebook or showed up to his house. How is he always the victim?
I've never seen anyone act as WillyMacShow has. Lying 4 months, spamming tweets 4 months, stalking on other platforms, making old accounts on platforms to stalk further. I'm not following him. I don't care what he says. I only find out about things he says when people DM them specifically to me.
Yeah, that's how this entire process works. Absolutely. I find out most of my DarkViper stuff because he's written some crazy tweet while I've been asleep because he lives in Australian time. And then somebody links it to me in the morning and then I post a tweet laughing about it. This is like every YouTuber. Unless you're like actively researching for a video, there's absolutely no reason to be just tracking your every move.
Same dude. I don't have alt accounts that follow him. He's just making that up.
I absolutely did, because he would literally just keep blocking me and unblocking me to engage in conversation. So the only way that I could actually just read the whole thing and not subject myself to just getting fucking him just swinging his audience was to just read it.
Even in these tweets, he shows us talking trash back and forth. He has me blocked and he would respond to my tweets talking shit, but I couldn't respond back or even see it. We have both been in...
Yeah, literally. He does it all the time.
He would respond to my...
He would just unblock you, respond so you can't see it, reblock you, just to chime his audience in and start swinging them. And it's like all these guys are like, oh, these drama YouTubers, they're so toxic, but you play the game better than any of us, you little freak. You play the game that we're supposed to be playing stereotypically, and you just do it shamelessly, and you use it as a victim card. Like, I'm sorry, this is just fucking crazy.
Tweets talking shit, but I couldn't respond back or even see it. We have both been antagonizing each other. It truly is the world's dorkiest beef. Two guys fighting over React content. No one's in danger. Matt, I don't hate you. I just think you're cringe and dramatic, and you aren't beating those allegations anytime soon. Plays a clip of Chud talking about Viper's hypocrisy when viewing Sniper Wolf's content versus Asmon Gold's, and he frames this as Chud isn't adding anything. He's just acting confused.
I'm sure there are people...
This clip is fucking crazy, dude, because I bet Chud didn't even realize how hard Viper lies in this clip.
People out there who think watching a video for the first time and being like, I don't understand. Chat, help. I gotta pause this video. Chat. What's he talking about here? I don't understand. I've done literally no research into this video. Like, I've never seen it before, but like, what's going on here, chat? Like, I'm sure some people think that's valuable stuff because it's adding to the runtime.
That clip is valuable because he's showing how your argument isn't making sense. He's literally adding value to the video.
Like, if you remember, Sniper Wolf wasn't mentioned in my first essay, and I had no intention of mentioning her in it. And even Charlie said, why is Sniper Wolf not mentioned here? And I said explicitly, it's because technically what she makes is after the facts. And I said, maybe I will make a video.
And by the way, you heard this right here? Listen.
It's because technically what she makes is after the facts. And I said, maybe I will make a video on Sniper Wolf.
Wait, what? What is that?
You gotta think it stings when Sniper Wolf is the one that went viral too. It's like the one that he omitted because he tried to ego bro past it. And then Sniper Wolf is the one that goes viral. And then everybody's praising Jack's films. And I think in that same clip, I can't go back and watch it and risk him striking me over it. But I'm pretty sure there's a point of that clip. I'll add it in the VOD if it does exist, or I'll cut it out just if it doesn't exist. Where he's specifically talking about how like they're regurgitating his points or insinuating that that was the case. That like that Jack is like succeeding off my talking points.
like when things rolled round with all these creators dismissing my words in saying this DarkViper guy, he has no idea what the fuck he's talking about. And then like a year later, all of them repeating my beliefs, my arguments, my words about reaction content. It is just extraordinarily frustrating. On some level, it just makes you realize that truth doesn't really matter. It's just all nonsense. It makes you want to just stop caring. Like, just say fuck it. Like,
this is the clip I was talking about. It absolutely does exist. It's really pathetic. Yeah, Future Nick here. I'm shocked that this was the video that was taken down that Chud reacted to. Huge shocker here. I can't imagine what could have possibly started a year-long crusade to take down this specific reaction. Oh, they just make too much money. I couldn't have broken through, when in reality, like, they just mauled Sniper Wolf, and you're sitting here crying about it. Holy shit, dude.
3rd, 2024, over 4 months later. You're prescribing a doxing allegation to his community based on nothing. It's crazy. He tries to frame me as a clout-hungry fallen fan who was trying to buddy up with him.
Willy is a person who is a clout chaser in the traditional sense of the word, where it's not just an insult, he actually just follows people that have a lot of viewership and tries to buddy up to them in order to get views. And so the reason he followed me on Twitter and engaged with my stuff so much was in an attempt to get views from me. When he found out that he couldn't get views from me because I didn't respect him, as was in this video.
Didn't respect him?
He seemed to conclude, at least that's the only—
Hasn't DarkViper talked extremely positively of Willy in the past? I swear to God that was the case.
Explanation I can think.
Wait, I'm so fucking confused, dude. It seems like this is only after Willy has said negative things towards him.
That explains why this video, that he could just lie about me.
This is based on me replying to 12 of his tweets over the course of 2 years.
Like, I talk to very few people. I trust so few people. To have me reach out to talk to you for any reason is a very, very strange thing.
I don't care. I don't feel honored.
Yeah, you're not like, who the fuck cares? Who are you? Like, what is...
by your DMs. Your ego is massive.
WillyMac didn't know much about me. I thought he knew at least something, because for the previous, like, year and a half—
This guy, if he wasn't streaming, he'd be homeless, and he's got a massive fucking ego. It's absurd.
After 2 years, he had liked—
This guy's either a bum on the side of the road screaming Bible verses or a successful GTA streamer. There's absolutely no in between for him.
50 of my tweets, had responded to like a dozen of them. Of all the creators that I knew at the time, he had engaged with my Twitter the most, in a positive way.
And I took that personally. That's 6 tweets a year, man. One of them is you tweeting out my video, calling it the video of the year.
Bro, no way, dude. Video of the fucking year.
The others were general pop culture stuff. It's so parasocial of him to think we had this relationship.
As it turns out, Willy is a person who is a clout chaser in the traditional sense of the word, where it's not just an insult, he actually just follows people.
Everybody who hates me is a clout chaser. Everything I do is justified. Everybody who's even critical of me in any capacity, that's a clout chaser. I'm allowed to do anything I want and make 70 videos about whoever I'm responding to, because even if they forget I exist, I am still the victim.
People that have a lot of viewership and tries to buddy up to them in order to get views.
Yeah, that's why I sided with Chud Logic for clout.
Bro, no way. No way, dude.
Tries to buddy up to them.
Chud just got little broed.
Get views.
Yeah, that's why I sided with Chud Logic for clout. What's funny is I remember him actually tweeting out a bunch of my videos, complimenting them. But when I went back on Twitter, I found that he deleted all of his tweets before December of last year. Meaning he screenshotted these for this video and then deleted everything so I couldn't go back and check. Wow, such an honest guy.
If I see you waving.
Alright, no, I don't care about fucking music. Go.
Doesn't know how to navigate a social situation. He really has that Reddit mod mindset. He's confused why Chud would be roasting him for putting a strike on his channel.
Here's just a small selection of how Chud acted reasonably when his video got taken down, entirely justifiably.
And pay his good money to get this fucking retarded bitch to file this stupid takedown request, okay? Idiots. Total fucking clown show over at that fucking lawyer place. That this lawyer would say this. It has to be that DarkViper's been like, can you just please make sure that Chud doesn't get this, because it'll just make more content about me. Correct! Here I am, DarkViper! Let's go!
Totally justified, by the way. Every thumbnail is awesome. I agree with all of them. I have no negative things to say about them.
Oh, I'm here, baby! I'm here making more—
This was the funniest part of his video. Unironic W from him, though, just to put all of his L's into one place.
Content about you, little wretch. The last thing you wanted to happen.
You had your lawyer asked not to let Chud know about your correspondence with YouTube. You struck his channel attacking his livelihood over a 1,000-view video.
A 1,000-view video that was topically a video where he's acting like Charlie raped him over his React take that he's very passionate about. That is the thing that people do not talk about. every time they explain the story. Oh, it's just a video that wasn't fucking reacted to fairly. Well, we could already see an example where he's directly lied. Willy calls him out for it. Directly lied about the nature of a chud reaction. So that's absolutely a knock to his fucking credibility. A huge one, considering we just have to operate off of his understanding, as I don't have a copy of the video to go by. But cool lie, very good, very helpful for me, very helpful for my argument, right? And then whilst that's occurring, we have a fucking, like, it's just, I'm sorry, dude, this is ridiculous. This is absolutely absurd.
Of course he's going to roast you for this.
Fuck,
How are
I'm
you
getting a memory error on fucking Edge now. What is happening?
surprised? Sometimes Chud's just joking and Viper's using
Maybe it is Starforge.
Unironically.
No way.
And if you saw the footage I put in there of Chud Logic. The man's an unhinged maniac.
Yes! I am a fucking unhinged maniac! That's right, motherfucker!
I had sex with DarkViperAU. Awesome.
I'm a fucking unhinged maniac! You've got me exactly right. That is what I am. I'm totally fucking unhinged, okay? I'm a total maniac! Ah!
Or he thinks it's hypocritical that I don't care that Tom told someone to kill themselves on Twitter.
Chud Logic.
I also don't care about that. That's pretty cool.
Nicholas DeOrio, Turkey Tom. All these people have endless actual controversies.
And he'll keep just bringing up me and Tom because Willy doesn't actually have any controversies. Willy has never had like an obsessed schizophrenic guy going after him. Willy's never really gotten a huge controversial video or whatever. He's never really done anything. Nothing's really ever happened to him. He's got like a super clean fucking history.
That are true.
By the way, apparently the Didrio thing is like is it Doug Trio, like the Pokemon? Isn't that what it's called? Like a Doug? No, Doug Trio is the little shits that are in the ground. The Dodrio is like a bird. I mean, there are fatter Pokemon to insult me with. If you're going for like a Pokemon related fat joke, it doesn't have to really play off my last name. You just call me Snorlax. It would be funnier. I don't think anyone knows what a Didrio is. Isn't that's the bird with the 3 heads? Did anybody know the reference?
That any of the things
That's a Doduo? What is a Dodrio? Dodrio's 3 heads. It's like 3 heads. And like the necks are long. I guess like there are like way fatter Pokemon to attack me with.
Willy accuses me of in his video, if he actually cared about them, if he actually thought these were
You
negative
thought he was retarded? No, he's making like a joke about a Pokemon.
things worthy of, telling the world or getting up in arms about, he wouldn't associate with any of these people. Kendrick versus Drake for unemployed people. This washed up liberal YouTuber, Turkey Tom, just spent 7 minutes dick riding my account because he wants to be relevant again. I've never even heard of him until
By the
today.
way, his whole research line is just reading off of random people's shit. So when he criticizes us for it, it's super funny because like all he knows is what random people in the replies have told him. And as I've pointed out yesterday, it's not always the best people to be taking advice from on how to criticize us.
Hey, you are a tard who reposts out of context clips all day begging for attention, and then you cry when people shit on you for it. Find a rope.
Wait, what?
Context clips all day begging for attention, and then you cry when people shit on you for it. Find a rope. Like, I don't think I've ever gotten so butthurt on Twitter that I've told someone to kill themselves.
Bro, come on, dude. Come on, dude. All right, maybe you didn't explicitly say it, but dude, you've got to be joking me right now. You're joking, right? Hold on. I'm going to find this fucking tweet right now. I am going to find this tweet right fucking now. You're kidding me. You're actually fucking joking me. So this is a tweet that DarkViper sent to me at 2 a.m. my time. The notable part of the ending is, I have found out there's no downside to just laughing at these idiots passively, but I do have a stray thought about these things, so they end up on the channel. It's neither interesting nor calculated. It's just yapping. Welcome to social media, where we can assume Nick is salivating at the idea of saying, oh my god, I can't believe DarkViperAU's wrote another essay. I'm giving him this boon of acknowledgement so he very clearly craves, so he can feel like a somebody just for a moment. I feel like these brief moments where he can stop hating himself as much as he hates everyone else are the only things keeping him alive. I act to literally save a life, even if by every metric that life is not worth saving. I am just that nice of a person. I'm going back to fixing my PC now. Keep in mind, this is like about the Starforge PC sponsorship. Like I made a joke saying I literally started working with Starforge because I hate him and I'm shilling PCs. I've sold 5 of them. But this is literally the most absurd way that anybody has ever told me to neck myself on YouTube ever. And that's like this guy.
Honestly, find a rope. Like, I don't think I've ever gotten so butthurt on Twitter that I've told someone to kill themselves.
Okay, dude.
Honestly, I don't think that's ever happened in my entire life.
If you did the same thing, it wouldn't bother me at all. He says Chud put the word rape in his thumbnail. That means I can't point out how his rape analogy with React content is silly.
As I'm trying to establish, Willy is never here for the nuance. He doesn't care what was actually written or why it is right or wrong. He is just looking for anything he can, regardless of how much out of context or how to store.
Yeah, his take would be like, what's the lie? I never actually said kill yourself. I said that I'm literally the only thing that's holding you down from fucking like murdering yourself in cold blood, fucking like jumping off of a cliff. But even if your life isn't even worth saving, you like literally deserve to die, but I will continue to save you because I'm doing a huge service to your life or something. This is just the most autistic way to say kill yourself that I've ever seen. He's like a total fucking schizophrenic, dude. If we can get this to load, we can see more.
This presentation that can fit the narrative he is trying to craft. With that all being said, it's important to remember why Willy was making this video in the first place. He wanted to defend his fellow drama associate, Chud Logic. In Chud's re-upload of my video,
Doesn't he have schizophrenia? No, he's got gay turbo AIDS, or Hashimoto's disease, as they call it.
The thumbnail, it says explicitly, raped by Jack.
You were trying to make a point which Carl has already explained to you why it was stupid.
What the problem with the analogy is the mind.
Oh my god, dude. Can we get this to load? Yeah.
Set is completely different. So someone can actually believe that what they're doing is fair use. And, you know, the fair use is only something that a court can decide. No one can spike a drink thinking that what they're doing is legal. Okay, so the mindset.
I fucking forgot this clip exists. That's so funny, dude. Like some person that he likes walks him through it, and he's yeah, sure, okay, man. Then it gets brought up to him, and he's like, if you don't even want to be in the game, why are you playing?
It's completely different. Therefore, they don't think they need consent, and therefore they're not coming from. They might not be an immoral person whatsoever. Exactly. And they might not have any bad intentions whatsoever, and can still be re-uploading content in a way that they believe is fair use. Yep. Someone who spikes a drink is always going to be immoral.
As I've tried to make the case, statements that reactors make, like, oh, I'll take down the video if you tell me you want it to be taken down, or I'll pay money if people reach out to me, showcase that they know what they're doing is wrong to some degree.
Nobody knows if what they're doing is wrong because there is no data or court decision on this kind of content. They're just being amicable, but Matt is incapable of understanding that because he is socially inept. He thinks I'm a hypocrite because I called Destiny a retard in a past drama and then went on his podcast years later.
Willy does not believe many of the things in which he says, nor does he actually care about anything that he says. There's so much that I could show to establish this, but I won't spend too much time on it, but I would like to touch on a few things. For example,
by the way, I would like to touch on Destiny, who I also have a super autistic fixation on. Dude, his fucking Destiny lore is even funnier, bro. Holy shit.
Statements about Destiny a few years ago.
Why are you comparing a live stream to a YouTube video?
Because copyright law doesn't change just because you live stream it. I think Destiny might just be kind of a retard.
Actual retard.
A literal retard.
I did a debate about the videos I made on him. And I opened, hey, did you watch any of the videos?
Wait, do you think that people shouldn't be friends with you because you're retarded? Do you think that they shouldn't associate with you because you're like a turbo retard?
And he goes, no.
I mean, of course you don't have friends.
You might think the reason why I bring this up is because it suggests that
I personally am not an ableist, and I think that retards should be friends. Like, you should be friends with retards. Yeah, why not?
Willy is a person who will just flip-flop on anyone whenever convenient if he thinks he can get some views out of it. Or that perhaps Willy will make very confident...
He's just thinking about all those friends who wouldn't play board games with him when he was a kid.
...statements about people that he barely even knows just because he thinks it will get views. Or maybe, depending upon your perspective, that Willy will...
What views did he get from Destiny? What is the overlap? I guess the Hassan videos. Maybe that's fair.
Very confidently things that are entirely untrue, and then realize years later, like, oh shit, I just talked out my ass. You know, that shit wasn't actually true. Or maybe that Willy does absolutely no research on people and just says whatever the f***
Willy makes fantastic videos. The only people who think that, like, he's placating into, like, Hassan's audience. Like, I noticed that there are people calling Willy's videos slop. Like hour-long documentary content, 48-minute, 35-minute documentary content, going over a situation. They're calling it slop because it's targeting Hassan Piker. You see this mostly in like the YouTube drama subreddits. All the people who are doing this to Willy, all the people who are like, again, just creating a new definition for the word slop to fit whatever they don't like it. Again, slop means content we don't like now. There's no actual nuance to the conversation. We just refer to any content we don't like as slop. That's just how it goes on social media, right? But Willy's being targeted with this, and DarkViper is playing into it because he hates Willy, but all the people who are doing this to Willy hate DarkViper and his positions, so, or don't know DarkViper but hate his positions.
Feels like regardless of how true, because he knows it will get clicks and views.
Like, Willy has made fantastic videos for almost a decade. I don't think he's ever been completely like cleaned out before in a drama, like ever. I can't remember one.
Search on people and just says whatever the
like on screen right now, we have Hassan, we have In Praise of Shadows, I'm Alex, Zerka, Boogie, like what did he say in these videos that are bad?
He feels like regardless of how true,
Vosh,
because he knows it will get clicks and views.
Does he give any examples of how? Nope.
No.
My point is to say that Destiny has been around for so long that every false claim Willy makes about me is actually true about Destiny. He has actually done every single
Everything is slop. Your favorite TV show is slop. That's actually not a bad thing. No, you're just retarded and words mean things. I'm sorry. Like, yeah, I'm sorry. Like, it's dude, just calling every single thing slop just means the word slop is completely irrelevant. It's completely counterproductive for what the actual push was for that kind of stuff.
Possible negative misstep that a person can have in a content creator career.
The drama was you striking a critical reaction of you. It was a trending story.
If everything is slop, nothing is slop. Slop doesn't exist. Therefore, we can't call it slop.
Where did Destiny do that? If you have such a great video planned on Destiny, then go make it. I could tell there's times where Matt's almost having fun during this drama. He's trying to riff on Nick, but he's never had friends to do this.
Oh God, this is brutal.
With, so he's struggling.
Nicholas DeOrio, as is a... So, there's a guy named Nicholas DeOrio, which is a...
You see the Pokemon. I told you, it's the Pokemon.
So, there's a guy named Nicholas DeOrio.
Like, surely there are fatter Pokemon here, right? And if you're going for the whole circle angle, why don't you just call me like an electrode?
Which is Willy's other friend. And he looks like a circle.
Oh, sorry, buddy. I didn't realize you weren't being serious. I just got one guide.
Yeah, call him fat, Matt.
He is perfectly circular in a way.
And he can't even call me fat without, like, patting it. Watch this.
That I've never seen a person before.
Oh, dude, that was so good.
And, like, I don't like to mock a person.
Oh my God, just go in and call me a fat fuck, you fucking pussy. Oh, I don't like to mock people's appearance. Oh God, jeez, my audience is gonna get on my ass. What are your fucking audience captured? Fuck you, just call me fat, you little bitch.
His physical appearance is not usually my wheelhouse. But I can't help but laugh whenever anyone calls him Nicholas DeOrio, because he looks like an Oreo, right?
Whoa, Matt, slow down. You're gonna burn down the whole house with these roasts.
But I heard of a story, like just scrolling stuff, where it's like,
I remember Ethan had to do that back in the day because his own audience was like, aren't you fat shaming right now? And he's like, no, I just think he's,
because I don't like bring up stuff from like 4 years ago, but like 4 years ago, he was on Twitter and he posted a picture of him with a girl to insinuate that he had a girlfriend, and the girl comes.
Way to go, Nick!
The girl comes and like, immediately says, haha, we're just...
Bro, this is crazy. So in this stuff that he's showing right here, right? In this shit that he's showing right here, in this conversation he's talking about, he's literally just bringing up shit about my ex-girlfriend, like a completely false allegation about my ex-girlfriend from 5 years ago, while he simultaneously complained about people attacking his current girlfriend that he thrust in front of the internet because people were calling him a turbo virgin loser with no relationships. Like, it's actually unreal how hard he's gonna project on this one. Like, it's actually fucking unreal.
And the girl comes.
Way to go, Nick!
The girl comes and like...
it's just completely not factual.
He says, haha, we're just friends. And so people widely mocked him because he tried to pretend to actually be in a relationship or whatever.
This was just Nick showing that he was at a bar during COVID, which was a rare thing at the...
Dude, people have lied about this picture so many times. They said I posted a picture with a girl. They said I posted a picture holding a girl's hand. They said I posted a picture and put a caption saying like, this is my new girlfriend, and she captioned under it saying like, no, you're not, or whatever. Like, every single time this story gets told, it's like another version of not real. I don't even have a copy of this in color anymore. There's a I don't even have the in color photo because the version that gets passed around now is in black and white.
But apparently it was widely mocked over this one like tweet, according to Matt.
But like, Willy hangs out with the lowest of the low, the most laughable.
Like, I can't believe that I've done such little stuff online that one of my top controversies is people lying about people I've dated. It's absolutely unreal.
Pathetic people on this platform. And then seems to pretend like this isn't the case.
Oh, I'm sorry. I guess I can't hang out with fat people. My bad.
Fuck, dude. I really liked him.
To wrap things up, the reaction content dialogue needs more data for me to really care about it. I do think Matt being a spaz has made this whole thing a massive pain in the ass for him, but he's also the only reason we're even talking about this stuff, so I want to give him props there.
Fuck him, dude.
We'll see what he does.
We would have got so much further if this guy didn't exist in Minecraft.
Matt is making another video.
If this guy wasn't the nicer way to say this, if this guy wasn't covering fucking fair use and shit like that and copyright, it probably would have been, I don't know, a stronger argument. I think this guy has really just done a horrible service for everybody who kind of hates this shit too.
On me. I will probably respond at some point, so subscribe to the channel and buy a fume. Shout out to the homies over on Patreon.
All right, so real talk. I put this segment in the video. This is like a little bit longer than the one I actually put in the video because I kept editing it. Initially, when I was editing the VOD from yesterday, I was covering. I needed to like make an amalgamation of random clips and stuff that didn't really fit their own, like they didn't get their own video. So they kind of just sat in here. So I took the clip of like Ethan Klein where I was talking about like the follow-up to the most recent video. I took the Destiny rap battle segment. So if you want to watch my reaction to the Destiny rap battle, it's here too. My reaction to DarkViper segment, and then the Bo Black's plushie update, which was uploaded today and actually was the reason why I saw the plushies were all fucked, right? Where he'd actually sold -2 or something. So while I was editing the DarkViper segment, I realized that like I recorded this 7 hours into a stream and I was pretty exhausted, and I didn't really think the explanation was super good. I mean, it's all factual information, but I thought it could be way more hard hitting. So I started like adding clips, and then slowly and progressively, it turned into like a mini segment. So I just cut it out and then put it in there. And I have a version of this I'll just show now because nobody's actually seen it. But I can just engage with it as we go. There's another clip I actually put in there that is relevant to this discussion that I wanted to show that I do have somewhere. This is the clip I wanted to show last stream, but I didn't have it on hand. It is this one. Let me see.
Like, surely if I didn't take the time to write a script and we just like at the beginning of a stream or the end of a stream just like cracked into one of these videos and showed them as liars. But see, the problem with that is these guys are hypocrites, right? They would 100% strike those videos.
What? Where do you even... What? I'm actually so fucking confused, dude. How do you lie this hard? The reason why you can't react to our videos is because we'll strike you? Like, that's such a crazy fucking thing to lie about. This guy's threatening us that he'll strike our fucking videos. I'll show you because it actually is in the clip that I'm about to pull up. But he's literally threatening on striking our fucking reactions to his videos. And then the reason why he can't react to our videos and stuff that we say about him is because we're going to strike you. I am not going to strike you, DarkViper. You could just re-upload my whole channel, verbatim. I will not strike you. You personally can re-upload the entire streaming channel as like one big video or something like that. Perfectly fine. No, it's actually not. I would strike you. But like, seriously, like if you're reacting to me in a fair way or whatever, I would absolutely have no problem with that.
Even though it's not against my positions.
Oh, I didn't want anybody else to take that as an opportunity to re-upload my whole fucking channel. So this is the fucking DarkViper segment. I wanted to point this out because it's really funny about the places that this guy gets his research from.
When I look around the internet, WillyMacShow.
Why is this glitching?
Constantly mocked. Like,
I'm actually so fucking confused. What is happening tonight? Do I have too many tabs open? I have too much drama tonight. Here, let me just grab it and put it in fucking Chrome and see what happens.
When I look...
Yeah, there we go. No! Wait! It's her song! No! How do I stop it? What window is it in? Ah! I'm kidding, I saw it. It started playing, so I just let it go, dude. Here, watch this.
Look around the internet, WillyMacShow is constantly mocked. Like, constantly. Like, who is his main associates?
So again, WillyMacShow is constantly mocked. So anyways, I'm going to talk all about Nick and Turkey Tom now.
Turkey Tom, He falsely accused Pyrocynical of being a groomer and a pedophile. He got bodied by the internet when it turned out that Pyro did not do these things. Defended the use of slurs, calling like, multiple times. He's called people racial slurs like on live stream.
Don't worry, this has background music. You're okay. Willy, because Willy's like relatively clean, has a pretty stable relationship or whatever, and hasn't really been in any weird conflicts online. He's got a pretty clean history. He goes, Tom's the guy who says it's okay to cheat. You could say this is where it was still a video. So this was a segment before I started recording new pieces of audio for it. Cheat on his girlfriend and stuff like that.
He very recently was found to be cheating on his girlfriend, and he got cheated on or something, and he's gone this rant like, oh, everyone cheats in relationships, man. It's just what a part of being an adult is.
And then he brings up the fucking story about my ex-girlfriend.
Who gets mocked by the drama channels isn't who is most deserving of being mocked. It's who isn't in this club, who supports each other and gives each other views.
Like, it's obvious his source for all of this information is like some of our most unhinged detractors. He actually puts on Twitter a YouTube channel that literally is a ban evasion channel for somebody who doxed me and promotes a year's worth of my leaked group chat messages. And this is somebody who's still like actively playing the victim with me right now. So obviously, for those who don't know, Salvo was banned on a ban evasion account because he doxed me on stream and also doxed Chris the Narc in the past and stuff. And DarkViper was notified that people were, bro, he was literally told about this. This is the funniest part because it's not just like a total accident. Watch this. We're attacking Salvo because he was doxing people. At the time, like when DarkViper promoted this guy's YouTube channel on Twitter, and DarkViper's response to this was just that he doesn't care. I wouldn't expect him to know the whole backstory of this. I don't think he's like an all-knowing, all-seeing entity, so it's reasonable that he wouldn't know this information. He was literally told this, said he didn't look deeply into it, and say basically that we deserve it. So again, but this is like the guy who wants us to feel bad about him and his situation and the hate that he's getting. Whatever, I don't really care about any of this stuff personally, but I mean, this is the guy who wants everyone to feel bad for him because he's can't stop responding on Twitter. I'm kind of at a loss here. And then he brings up the fucking story about my ex-girlfriend. I don't have the picture on hand. I don't know, maybe I sent it to Willy when he asked for it.
I could have supported Willy, but I just don't like these people. I don't like what they do.
Oh, you don't like these people? You don't like what they do? That's a crazy thing to say before you start slandering them.
I think it makes the world a worse place. Nicholas DeOrio. He is perfectly circular in a way that I've never seen a person before. And like, I don't like to mock a person's physical appearance. It's not usually my wheelhouse. But I can't help but laugh whenever anyone calls him Nicholas DeOrio because he looks like an Oreo. He posted a picture of him with a girl to insinuate that he had a girlfriend, and the girl comes and like immediately says, haha, we're just friends.
And I gotta be honest with you, I was trying to figure out how to respond to this in any way, because it just feels like one of those situations where it just sounds fucking soy. You know, I feel like the DarkViper way to be like, here's a picture of us kissing at New Year's, because that's like a lolcow behavior. But it's like, I don't really know like how to respond to this without sounding like a fucking loser. Because it's an unwinnable conversation.
Nicholas DeOrio, because he looks...
And for the most part, I never really had to respond to it before, because it's coming from like crazy, weird, small YouTubers with absolutely no pull or no audience. And every time I do engage with this topic, it's always like putting this person at risk of being like brought back up in searches and looking at who they are and harassing them and shit. And, oh, you have to private your Twitter. Somebody else made a fucking stream about it or whatever 5 years later because nobody else has like anything to talk about. But I'm sorry, I can't really, I have to, this is too funny not to show.
No.
Did your girlfriend use a strap-on and give you monkeypox?
No. What?
Sleepy paralysis gremlin. Shit, so I'm just hit the flamenco. Okay. Thank you. Why are you still here?
He clearly brings up the ex-girlfriend cause he desperately wants to get with you.
I don't think that's true, Gremlin.
Stop denying his advances.
I don't think that's true, Gremlin. I appreciate the idea, but I think this makes a compelling argument as to why he brings it up. I think I understand where the projection is on this one.
Like an Oreo. He posted a picture of him with a girl to insinuate that he had a girlfriend, and the girl comes and like immediately says, haha, we're just friends. And so people widely mocked him because he tried to pretend to actually be in a relationship or whatever. But so like these stories, like they're not interesting. They're not things that should really come to the surface or be relevant in any capacity. Like every creator has their fumbles or whatever. But like Willy hangs out with the lowest of the low.
Uh-oh, the Scooby-Doo music is back.
Pathetic people on this platform.
Okay, real quick from the top.
He posted a picture of him with a girl to insinuate that he had a girlfriend.
I posted a picture of drinks during COVID, and there was a girl's hand in the frame. There's no caption here insinuating that I was trying to make this grandiose statement about who this girl was or that she was my girlfriend.
And the girl comes and like, immediately says, haha, we're just friends.
This is in response to some random guy asking if that's my girlfriend. Not me, not my post, some guy's question.
And the girl comes and like, immediately says, haha, we're just friends. And so people widely mocked him because he tried to pretend to actually be in a relationship or whatever.
And the funniest part of this entire situation is the person who's in this message, the person who we're talking about, is literally my ex-girlfriend from high school and college, somebody that I had an on-again, off-again relationship with for probably between 5 and 6 years at the time this tweet was even posted. But that's totally irrelevant. This could be a platonic friend, even if that was the case.
He posted a picture of him with a girl to insinuate that he had a girlfriend.
The framing of this allegation is completely ridiculous.
And so people widely mocked him because he tried to pretend to actually be in a relationship or whatever.
It's actually hilarious that DarkViper is totally cool with signal boosting completely false allegations against me, which up until this point were only repeated by extremely stupid, smaller chat. I mean, this is a massive YouTuber to be regurgitating this to his audience.
It's an entire support group of these drama creators who do not care if what they're saying is true. They're just trying to make videos as fast as possible.
But it's even funnier knowing that the guy who literally is claiming to be in danger and blaming us for himself getting doxxed is the one that's doing this. Now, I've tried not to react to this. I really have. I've tried to make as few statements on this as humanly possible because every time I talk about it, I put this person in danger of people looking into them and finding things about them. There's a clip of me freaking out about it, and I'm not thinking of, oh my God, this looks bad for me. It's a meme among all my IRL friends that the internet thinks I got friend zoned by somebody who I've been seeing for way too long over the years. But like, I'm worried about that person's anonymity. I'm worried about that person being the star of several videos and several streams, which is exactly what happened to DarkViper's girlfriend. Oh my God, wait. Oh, guys, it makes so much sense now why he picked that one in particular. It's because his fucking girlfriend got doxxed because he was bragging because Carl Job said that he was a fucking girlfriendless loser. That's why this is here. Nobody realizes why he picked this one? Let it play. In fact, the person that he promoted before filmed an entire fake interview with a random woman pretending to be my ex-girlfriend. But it's only funny, and the only reason we're really talking about it right now is because this is DarkViper, somebody who literally posts his girlfriend on Instagram just to prove he has one. Every insecurity he's trying to project onto me is one that he absolutely has and absolutely possesses. And I think that's really— He is the type of person who will post a picture with a girl just so the internet knows that he has a girlfriend. That is him. That's why he's saying this. This is something he literally would do. Funny that you would go and attack somebody without doing any research at all whatsoever and make a claim like this, knowing how you feel about your current situation with your current partner.
So I'm trying to tack into this video stuff that I don't think is going to come up in the next video. I want to showcase how brazenly these guys lie and how low their standard of evidence is.
This is funny. Watch
It's not just WillyMacShow, it's not just Chud Logic, it's an entire support group of these drama creators who do not care if what they're saying is true.
Funny story. This was supposed to be a response to just this one little section. This is now a response to like every single thing he said about me in his first video.
They're just trying to make videos as fast as possible.
So the video clip I showed earlier and the brief picture of his Instagram were actually from a response video that DarkViper made, mostly to WillyMacShow, but there is a section about me in it, and it is absolutely ridiculous. Watch this shit, dude. It's unbearable. I need you to see this.
So Nicholas DeOrio says here, this guy has actually become a total lolcow. Someone told me he was showing off his girlfriend to earn the haters.
I wonder why he brought up my ex-girlfriend.
Got her doxxed and then made a video crying about the people who did it. What the fuck is happening?
Oh.
So this is the video he's linking here. And those who actually know my content are gonna notice something very...
Now, full stop. I didn't remember why the fuck I tweeted this months ago. This is the only thing that comes up in the first video that I remember, like about me, right? From the clips that Willy showed me, I have a whole section. It is just this tweet. I made like 100 tweets about him in the past year, ignored all of them. He picked this one to cherry pick to call me bad faith. And when Willy showed it to me, my jaw dropped because I thought he was right.
Who did it? What the fuck is happening?
I thought I totally fucked this one.
So this is the video he's linking here. And those who actually know my content are gonna notice something very immediate here. Hello and welcome to your daily dose of legacy rambles, where Legacy rambles are years old.
Yeah, like, this is one of those where I'm looking at it, I'm like, oh, I got that one wrong, didn't I? There's no way, because the girlfriend didn't exist yet.
From my main channel, long before I met Aitana, it is literally impossible for this video to contain information about Aitana.
You got me. I just made shit. No, I didn't make shit up. I posted the wrong screenshot. It's not this video. It's actually 2 videos before it. So...
While initially, a few months ago, when we...
Oh, wow! Look, if you just go back 2 more videos, it's exactly the segment I was describing on Twitter. I'm such a malicious person.
First started dating, I was very hesitant to bring her into my world because I was worried about potential harassment that she would experience. And those freaks who are weirdly obsessed with me, I was worried that they would...
This clip, he's talking about how he browses kiwi farms and reads the posts.
Try to make her life worse. But we specifically spoke about that, and having learned more about her...
He's just such an opportunistic liar by omission. It's unreal.
I've realized that these concerns are unwarranted. She has gone through quite a few hardships in her life, and her navigating this online space is something that she's already somewhat familiar with. I also came to more understand who these freaks are. I even read some of the posts that they've made in the forums and shit, and they're just sad losers. Like pathetic, stupid people. And in any way, shape, or form, being concerned about their existence is entirely unwarranted. As you can imagine, the sorts of people who would spend time on forums discussing a random internet public figure guy that they don't like are obviously not going to be the smartest or people who have anything going on in their lives. They can't do anything, they're fucking pathetic. And that attitude she obviously takes as well. I want to showcase how brazenly these guys lie and how low their standard of evidence is.
This guy didn't respond to like anything I said for 8 months and then cherry picked one single tweet where I put the wrong screenshot and then tried to use that to discredit me entirely when 2 days prior he literally had the rant that I was talking about. It's just the wrong screenshot. This guy lies by omission all of the time.
I want to showcase how brazenly these guys lie and how low their standard of evidence is. I have never shown off Aitana to own haters. I don't care. We do the Instagram content because I like doing it and it's good for taxes.
This woman literally spawned into existence a few weeks after Carl Jobs said that you're a loser with no friends or girlfriend. Carl Jobs called you a girlfriendless loser. Then exactly 1 month later to the day, your girlfriend spawned in, all while you've been sending DMs to YouTubers and posting public comments, talking about how this stuff spilled over into your real life and how you're fearing for your safety. But then you started tagging her on Instagram. And just to show how normal he is and not showing off his girlfriend, he ends his segment on me doing a full Instagram promotion for his totally not, hey, look at me, everyone thought I was a loser, now I have a girlfriend content.
However, this changed at the start of this year when
I didn't edit this part. This is something he actually put in his, he used half his segment time on me to promote his Instagram, where we could see he definitely has a girlfriend.
I met someone and fell in love. One huge perk of this is that she is someone who makes traveling incredibly fun, in part because she not only loves organizing trips, but she is already very well traveled and so knows best how to
I wonder why he went after Nick.
Travel and to where. The result is that this year I went to far more places and events, often making these trips into content exclusively for Instagram. He posted a picture of him with a girl to insinuate that he had a girlfriend.
Look at me, I'm DarkViper, I'm touching this woman's butt.
He posted a picture of him with a girl to insinuate that he had a girlfriend.
This guy is super insecure because everyone thinks he's a turbo loser, and he's doing the best he can to project that insecurity on everybody else and dig through everybody else's shit. If I pull up information from actual videos that he's actually posted, I'm a malicious stalker, but he's allowed to respond with any singular rumor that was ever made up about me by any bad faith actor or doxer or malicious party that has ever existed, because the rules just don't apply to DarkViperAU.
This video is nothing about this. Everything here is false. It starts with Nicholas saying, someone told me.
Dude, someone told me.
Best, this is Nicholas being like, look, anything I hear in the world is instantly true if someone tells it to me.
Anything I say in the world is instantly true if someone tells it to me. Watch this.
I'm gonna put it on my Twitter.
This is Dark Projection AU, once again gaslighting the audience into thinking that this is not something he actively participates in all the time. This is how he learns everything about me, everything about Tom. He's regurgitating fucking salvo and N-word stank on Twitter. Okay, like, this is actually fucking unreal right now. It's absolutely fucking absurd.
Starts with Nicholas saying, someone told me. At best, this is Nicholas being like, look, anything I hear in the world is instantly true if someone tells us to me. I'm gonna put it on my Twitter.
Hey dude, again, thank you so much, DarkViper, for signal boosting a year's worth of my leaked DMs, signal boosting a false story about my ex-girlfriend, signal boosting my doxer, who published my phone number. I really appreciate how you literally operate by somebody told me something, therefore I can talk about it on stream, and then try to hold everybody else to some unrealistic standard, apparently, because you yourself, God willing, are unable to match it.
He posted a picture of him with a girl to insinuate that he had a girlfriend.
Come on, chat. Come on, chat. Come on, don't do this to me, chat. Because you yourself, God willing, are unable to match it.
He posted a picture of him with a girl to insinuate that he had a girlfriend. He posted a picture of him with a girl to insinuate that he had a girlfriend. So recently, to everyone's surprise, including my own, I tweeted this out. Going on a date, if I die, please take care of my non-existent cat, dog, and goldfish. I'm counting on you. I appreciate all the hundreds of people saying that they would take care of my non-existent cat, dog, and goldfish, but also all the people, of course, who wished me—
Dude, he's fishing for compliments. This is so fucking cringe.
luck on my date. I had this picture of me here. I look pretty good, I thought, with the light behind me and whatnot. Really showed off my eyes there. Following on from this, I said, didn't die, had a really great night. I don't think I've ever vibed with someone this well before. Really surprising, honestly, considering how it happened.
This is impossible to watch.
My sister works with her. She asked me about giving her my number when she was over picking up stuff. Guess I owe her one. So how did this happen? Basically, as you guys know, I've always been sort of hesitant to—
And I fucking timelined it because I'm a fucking asshole. You're gonna bring up my shit, I'll bring up your shit. I'll timeline it. Look at this.
get back into dating, even though it has been quite a long time since I bothered with that kind of stuff.
On April 11th, Carl called you a loser. On April 20th, you announced you were going on a date. On April 30th, you made a video talking about the date to your YouTube audience.
I don't want to mention her name because of weirdos on the internet who will harass her, obviously. Although, of course, I will still need to keep her as anonymous as possible because of the really deranged people who have been pouring through my life recently.
Then you couldn't resist and you revealed her in May. Awesome. Hey guys, while I'm editing this, somebody has already attempted to debunk me. I've been debunked. I'm asserting a false narrative when I call him a fucking loser for needing to show off his girlfriend for, online satisfaction when he's constantly going after other people and projecting his insecurities onto them. Supposedly, my whole segment here is completely invalidated because his girlfriend supposedly was introduced by his sister. That doesn't explain any of the things I'm arguing in this clip. If that's what you took away from it, that's not the case. He could have matched with her on Tinder. His parents could have introduced them. He could have stolen someone from Russia and bought a mail order bride off the internet. He could have been in a caste system assigned marriage. None of these things would affect any of the arguments of this video. Also, I found another clip from after the previous part that you just saw where he starts showing off the girl after he said he wasn't going to do that. And then he kind of reset the terms a few days later, and it's equally as embarrassing. This is the will my girlfriend be like part of the channel video. I need to play this clip too, all right?
I can't be too specific about who she is or whatever. This is again because, internet people are really weird and you never know what might happen. I did get some more security here though. I got 2 more cameras. One for I shouldn't say where they are or whatever, but it makes things a little bit more secure here. Yeah, so things are going good. Hopefully won't impact the content too much.
Not to mention you deserve to have a private life.
I don't know, I like discussing things with you guys. And maybe when these crazy freaks will stop obsessing with me and the lies that they tell each other to justify their obsession and their hatred. Maybe when they finally get over this and move on to someone else that they can belittle to make their pathetic lives seem even slightly tolerable. Then, when that's past, maybe she can come on stream and stuff and you can meet her and whatnot.
So yeah, one more time. On April 11th, Carl called you a loser. On April 20th, you announced your date. On April 30th, you uploaded a stream highlight discussing the date. On May 11th, you went ahead and revealed her anyways. On May 15th, the segment was posted where you say she can't come on stream, even though you've already revealed her face 4 days prior. And by May 25th, you were already tagging her on Instagram because you put your selfish need for validation and raging insecurity over her actual anonymity. You fucking loser. Oh, and is that her name? June 2nd.
What is Bunty King to you?
A person?
Who is Bunty
Dude
King?
made it a fucking month!
DeOrio?
He fears for his
Infinite
life.
Content glitch unlocked.
Fears for his life, made his girlfriend his
disabled.
content, threw her to the wolves in May. There you go. What a fucking virtuous guy. What a virtuous man. Threw her right to the wolves, chat. I think I pulled this up already, right? Yeah. Oh god, let's check some of these Reddit posts about this. Check this shit out, dude. Kids, you're both terrible. Where's the music at, bro? Which one did I have open? I think I killed it. I gotta grab it real quick. History. Where were we? Here. Everyone in this feud is so insufferable. Like most YouTuber feuds. Oh look, DarkViper engaged in some issue with another YouTuber. His typical angle. Do you guys remember when this guy used to play guitar? Not Guitar Hero, what the fuck? This guy used to play fucking Grand Theft Auto? No shot. Does not exist. Jesus fuck. I remember when his biggest controversy was beefing with Apollo Legend. I don't like that one. I actually, yeah, that's not really fair to him. Look, I hate the guy, but I'm not gonna fucking just boost the Apollo Legend suicide angle thing on him. Oh look, DarkViper engaged in some issue with another YouTuber, his typical angle. I don't care how right you think you are, this might be one of the most cringe, self-absorbed tweets I've ever seen. This guy actively hurts the conversation around fair use and React content, and his inability to just be normal and not ramble on for literal hours. Dude. The next part of the WillyMacShow response will be released in a day or two. While only 2 hours, it is easily twice as devastating as the previous one. A claim you might find hard to believe given the potency of the last video, but it is true. The part that has received great reviews from those who like my video essay content, as limited as it's been over the last few years. You might have skipped it thinking it's your standard drama video, but I don't make that stuff. It's a well-produced piece that'll grip you should it give you but a half an hour. You will laugh, you will learn, you will genuinely be horrified at the knowledge of those that are that those are the focus of the video even exist. I quite like the presentation style, it seems as and it seems others do as well. I'm hard at work on stuff that actually matters for my job, cut content, facts and glitches, 75 and Pacifist 2.0, but this is a passion piece well worth the time. Oh my god, dude. Oh boy. He's coping because it didn't get that many views. Fucking Christ, I don't know, it's embarrassing as fuck, dude. Somebody praising their own work? Preposterous. Oh god, we have a tism. We have a tism. On a more serious note, I can understand why this segment of it being cringe. I'd like an explanation, however, for why this tweet in particular is damning the conversation around fair use and React content, since what exactly is the problem with praising your own work and believing it to be damning against other creators? What is DarkViperAU actually doing to harm the conversation around React content and fair use? Whether or not if you respond is fine, because this is the internet and I'm a rando commenting on a Reddit post, expecting the bare minimum when talking about topics like an actual adult, instead of a baby whining about video length and Viper wanting to respond to outright defamatory claims. Anyways, I'm gonna take a shower and touch some grass, since I'm clearly not needed to. Obvious sarcasm should be obvious. This is his fucking fans, dude. All of them are like this. They're all like literal fucking rhetoric goblins that respond exactly as autistically as he does. It's actually my favorite shit ever. You can find like 50 of these guys and like go through their whole shit and find out, no, it's literally not DarkViper on at all. There's just more of him. He has this is his burner? No, I've done this already. It's not his burner. They all talk like this. I'm not watching WillyMacShow. Is this really still going? DarkViper has like 3 more videos planned after this, and at that point they should just marry. Wait, this wasn't his last video, 4 hours long? How the hell could he have 3 more videos? Oh my god, dude. Oh, update on the WillyMacShow response videos. Part 2, raw recording 12 hours, published 3 hours. Part 3, 7 hours, published 1.5 hours. Part 4, raw 4 hours, published, I don't know. Part 5, it'll probably be going over the 90 or so public statements that creators have made on React content that indirectly contradict Willy's video. I may leave it at that, or I might make a follow-up video on the natures of slop where I explain how Willy's videos are formatted to never present actual evidence for claims made, usually formatted by presenting a false assertion that the clip does nothing to prove that assertion. This was not for the video he did on me, but all of his videos. I progressed in my analysis. I became more convinced that Willy did not even understand what an argument is. I further think a video called I Hate Hassan Piker, but WillyMacShow lies about him constantly will do very well. A public service, you could say. It pains me to be one of Hassan's biggest critics. It pains me that one of Hassan's biggest critics is actually a liar and a grifter, as he claims. It'll give credibility to what he and his viewers claim about everyone. Like, the raw recording was half a day. How could someone be so dedicated to being this fucking petty? There has to be a point where you go, how is this worth it, and stop. I don't know. I'll just wait for someone to make a retrospective of the response in 2025. I would love that graph release, not gonna lie. I'm not gonna defend DarkViper much. Personally, I'm on his side in this feud. Well, you're retarded. And I have no idea how people don't find reposting again, that's why. Reposting a video with occasional yappings. You literally saw an example where he lied about that nature in Willy's video. But I understand why some people hate him, since he looks like he struggles with anger management to some degree. No, it's because he's a malicious loser. And I don't understand why he has to bring up his girlfriend that often. because he's insecure. If Willy's going to pull a dream speedrun response with that data analysis and SC graph he brought on, at least give the docs to the public to examine. That's a fair criticism. The rest of the video is basically him just being bad faith and trying to attack DarkViper's character. No, the rest of the video is literally going after lies DarkViper posted in his actual video. When he responds to bad faith is just a descriptor of like, guy said something about person I like, therefore bad. When he responded to a point about the React content debate, it's just I don't care, and crafts another point to attack DarkViper. Man, like, I don't hate DarkViper, and I agree with his points about reaction content. I just wish it was someone like H-Bomber guy. Oh my god! Dude, this is literally why me and DarkViper are fighting. I made a tweet just like this, and he fucking searched himself up and had a fucking tism that I said this about fucking Ethan Klein. I wish H-Bomber guy would talk about it instead of DarkViper. Things would have went differently if he didn't post that 14-page draft on Twitter in the first place. Dude, even his own fucking fans know that I'm right. That's crazy, dude. I think that really is the most frustrating thing. DarkViper has some really good points in the anti-React content, how cancer it is. But god damn it, this guy needs to stop having such knee-jerk emotional responses to literally any of oh my god, bro. Dude, all these guys are literally wrong, but they're still hitting the correct notes. That's so funny. That's so fucking funny. That just means it's entering his camp now. His camp's starting to realize he's wrong. Has it ever been disproven the views from React videos are completely new views as opposed to stolen views? I feel like every time this comes up, it boils down to that one point. Yeah, because this is a Hassan-centric subreddit. In less than 2 minutes, Willy just did a straight-up lie by omission. So yeah, good job, Willy. Wait, I'm less than 2 minutes in and Willy did a straight-up lie by omission. Where? Where did he do this? What did he say? So when DarkViper's video got posted, I was told how it debunked lies from WillyMacShow and was a well-made or informative video. After watching it, it's just 4 hours of a dude who gets way too angry and emotional over little things, nitpicking language and arguing context to decry what he actually believes are lies. I find it funny that Viper proclaims how long it takes Willy to say nothing at all, but we're nearly 5 hours videos from Viper, and I have no idea what the fuck he's trying to say. True. Fucking factual. What's this one's downvoted? I don't know what this is, but DarkViper is the GOAT and right about everything. This sub's gonna have a hate boner for anyone. With enemies like those, it's impossible to be in the wrong. This sub has always hated him for some reason. I typically agree with what he says, so I can't relate. DarkViper has a knack for saying the right thing in the worst pot. No, he's just wrong. I like him because I kind of relate to that. But it does him no... He's just like a really autistic mindset of like, I said... This is the Bo Black's mindset of like, we both agree. I've just worded this incorrectly. It's like, no, we don't agree. You're wrong. And if you fucking fight with me over about it, it's just going to end in you crying because you can't concede to anything anybody says. Both of these guys are morons. Don't put people like this on a pedestal. A comment being hyperbolic is somehow believed to be serious. DarkViper is the... Oh my god, dude. Oh. Jesus fucking Christ, all these people are turbo retards. This is the 4-hour video one. Here we go. Oh, Christ. DarkViperAU is a professional yapper, I'll give him that much. On one hand, I respect him for it. On the other hand, I resent him. Like, I don't care about any subject he has to talk about long enough to watch a 4-hour yap sesh, but as a professional yapper myself, game recognizes game. That is probably the most Reddit comment that I've ever read, bro. Honestly, I think it's 4 hours just to get everything out so it's over and done. Yeah, it's not. That's 4 hours of a 7-video series. I don't care how much I dislike WillyMacSlop. I'm not watching a 4-hour video. Sorry to hear that. Would you be interested in reading a 14-page document instead? There's no way this is worth 4 hours. I have to really question anyone who sits down and watches this video. From the looks of things, it seems like the video is just basically DarkViper going every single point Willy makes in his video regarding him, with DarkViper seemingly to prove a rebuttal for everything Willy says to show how much of a liar he is. Wow, that's a fucking crazy statement. I'll watch at 1.5 speed. Hopefully my head doesn't explode. YouTube drama from any fans angry at YouTubers engaging in drama. More news at 11. There are speedruns for Grand Theft Auto 5 that he's done that are shorter than this. Oh my god, that's so true. Dude, I upvoted that one when I saw it. That's actually unreal how fucking true that is. The comment section is so miserable. It pisses me off so much because everyone's hating on Viper and they clearly haven't watched the video or know very little about what he actually does. There's this weird coat. You know what this is? This is the DarkViper equivalent of The boys was always roasting you, Chud. They never liked you. You're just finding out now because you have bad media literacy. This is the media literacy take of DarkViper. It's so annoying that people are hating on DarkViper because they just haven't watched the video or they haven't read the document and they don't know what he actually does. They have no Viper literacy. And it's just like, if everyone read everything he said, they'd still have the same position. He's like a turbo sped. Okay? The guy is extremely unlikable. His positions are more often than not wrong. Yeah, this is media literacy for DarkViper. It really is. Walking example of constant Streisand effect. Ooh. The dude literally invites the behavior he hates so much by platforming the guy for 4 fucking hours. The only reason people know who Viper is because of all his freakouts. Justified or not, I don't think that's true. People know him from Grand Theft Auto. The only reason why anyone outside of Grand Theft Auto or speedrunning know who he is because of his freakouts. He's not very charismatic that way. There are those who found him before the freakouts, back when he played a lot of GTA, and I used to like his content. The rambles got annoying and a little too entitled. He is very entitled. Guy is the embodiment of you're not wrong, you're just an asshole. No. He's usually wrong. Oh my god, bro. I mean, it's not the media literacy thing, but the picture of Homelander right after I gave that example is fucking funny, dude. I'm sorry, that's actually really funny that just came up. Holy shit, dude. This is an issue of a valid point, wrong messenger. WillyMacShow is legitimately awful and tends to be... No, dude, I'm sorry. You're just an angry Hassan fan. He basically picks a target and watches their every move until they fuck up. Yeah, welcome to like... Wait, I'm sorry. What subreddit are we on? Is this the YouTube drama subreddit? Where people talk about drama? This is just describing drama. Immediately jumping to any opportunity to make a shitty 10-minute expose. Again, he makes 30, 40, 50 hour-long documentaries. However, DarkViper is proven to be insanely thin-skinned and obsessive in his own right. He continuously interacts with people like Willy and Nick DeOrio because he can't stand people talking shit. When the reality, the only solution is to walk away. He reminds me of KSI in a sense that he literally cannot just hate somebody and move on. He needs that last word and feels like he won the argument. Hence the 4-hour Slopfest video. Yeah, whatever. That's probably correct. But... there's probably something in there that's interesting. The problem is 4 hours. We're waiting for the Spark Notes. If this one can even be Spark Notes. Yeah, the thing is with the Spark Notes, right? Where is DarkViper's video? I don't think I showed you this. Did you guys want the Spark Notes? Dude, the Spark Notes are like another video. Hold on, wait. Look at this. DarkViperAU. This is the last thing I'm going to cover because I'm pretty much done with this topic for the night. But if you go to videos, right, and you play is it He Faked Everything? Oh my god, bro. Does he do this in both? Wait, let me go to the fraud who built his career. Yeah, dude, can we get the Spark Notes, man? Where's the Spark Notes?